Jimmy McAllion found the net. Goal for Wednesday.
Terrific goal by Shayna.
Chris Waddle, is he going to have a crack?
Oh, he does, and it's goal. Still Glenn Wheeler. Aidan Flynn wins the goal. It's the time for a winner.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday Till I Die podcast. I'm James Mappin. This is the Watchalong. It's Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday at Fratton Park this afternoon. We've made the long trip down south to Portsmouth. Well, I haven't, obviously, but the fans have, the players have as well. The long 4-hour drive to the south coast, which has been quite the happy hunting ground in recent years. More on that in a second. Please do get in the comments as well. I'll try and read as many out as I possibly can. Get involved, get in the discussion, react to what you're seeing, react to what I'm saying as well. You know, I have some questions in here. I'm sure there'll be lots of things happening in the game today. You know, get involved in the discussion. That's what it's all about. If you do want extra episodes, then head over to Patreon, patreon.com/WTID pod. If you want merch, just like the North Stand t-shirt as well. We also had the scarves on sale yesterday as well, helping the trust out with some stuff, which lasted about an hour, which was absolutely mental. I've already seen lots of people down there in Portsmouth that are wearing the yellow and black, the trust scarves. The trust doing selling those scarves outside of the away end earlier on as well. All the links for everything, it's all over on X. Head over to our link tree and you can find it all over there as well. What do you think is going to happen today? What's your score predictions? Do get them in the comments if you can. And like I said, I'll try and read some of them out. Let's have a look. I mentioned Fratton Park is a happy hunting ground, unbeaten in our last 5 visits. Josh Windass, Michael Smith, Ashley Westwood and Michael Reddy being the last players to score away at Pompey. We've had a 2-1 win last season. We had a 1-0 win when we were in League One. We also had, that was the Windass taxi game, if you remember. 0-0 in 2021 as well, but you have to go back to 2003. Michael Reddy spoiling Pompey's promotion party in a 2-1 win, again in a 0-0 in 2002 as well. 14th of October 2000, some 25 years ago, is where you need to go to find a Pompey win against Sheffield Wednesday at Fratton Park. I hope I'm not jinxing things when I say that. Owen Morrison's goal, remember him? That wasn't enough. We lost 2-1, and a certain Mr. Darren Moore playing centre-back for Portsmouth that day. Like I said, not sure if that record is going to be standing come the final whistle, but we'll see. Only time will tell. As you can see at the side of me, just over there, we've got the starting lineup. This time it's working. You know, if you was with me on Tuesday for the Grimsby Town game, didn't register one of the players, so we only had 10 men. But it is all working now. It's all good. So it's Ivan Horvath in goal, Dom Iorfa, Ernie Weaver, and Max Lowe at the back. You've got Jan Valery, Liam Palmer, Barry Bannon, Svante Ingelsson, and Harry Amas, and then you've got George Brown and Bailey Cadamarchi. Obviously, the big news: Ernie Weaver and George Brown coming into the side. I kind of motioned earlier on this morning that, you know, do any of the youngsters need to come in? I'll be honest, I didn't think they were going to. I thought perhaps, you know, with the fact that they played on Tuesday, I thought they might have been given, you know, an extra rest or something like that. But you know what? Ernie Weaver has been absolutely solid when I've seen him when he came on against Bristol City the other day, or last week, should I say. I thought, all right, I know it was only a few minutes, but I thought he looked cool, calm, composed, and he's done great in those cup games as well. George Brown, I think he can hold the ball up. I think that's something that we've been lacking, and if we're going to play like we played last week against Bristol City, and the ball we're just getting pumped long at every single opportunity, certainly with Ethan Horvath, he can't play out from the back, can he? I think, why not play him? He can hold it up. I've seen some comments on X saying, you know, in response to what I've said, saying that, you know, it's a different kettle of fish coming up against some Championship defenders, and rightly so. But let's give him a chance. Like, who else are we going to put in there? You know, Ike Ugbo, he hasn't scored for well, I've lost count how many days that is now. So why not give George Brown a chance? And obviously Cadamarteri coming back into the side, I think that was kind of going to be a given. You know, the only reason why he dropped out is because he was on international duty, so his flights were delayed. I'm sure he's fully refreshed and fit and raring to go. Let's read some of these comments out that we've got. Chris says, "Come on, the lads today." He also goes on to say, "Can't have fucking Wilder coming first game and they're already above us." Yeah, they feel like they've won the league already, don't they, with the way that they're going off. So yeah, we'll see what happens. John says, "Afternoon." Andrew says, "Weaver masterclass incoming." I hope so, mate. I really do. Like I say, he has looked good. We need to give him chance, though. I think that's one thing I've got to say. We have to give him chance. Let's not get on his back. These young lads probably didn't think, that they would be getting their chance at this time around. How old's he, Erna? Is he 18, I think, I want to say? He does look a young side. I think there's 4 players under the age of 21. Cadamarteri, he's 20. Harry Mass, 18. Ernie Weaver, 18 as well. Brown, I think he's 19, I think. But yeah, some teenagers in that side. And we haven't seen that for a long time, have we? With any Sheffield Wednesday side. Just think as well, if we had Pierce Charles in goal, that would be another one, another youngster. So yeah, certainly looking good. Cyrus says, "Sadly, I think it's going to be 3-1. I'm guessing with you saying sadly, thinking Pompey's going to beat us 3-1. Gary Probs, bottom come 5 o'clock. Hope I'm wrong, though. 4-0, unfortunately. Up the Owls says 2-1 Pompey. Can't see it being any other way. God, everyone's being so negative. And where's a bit of positivity? We haven't even kicked off yet. Come on, let's have a bit of positivity. Come on. Yorkie said, "Sorry, 2-0. Hope I'm wrong." Matt, "Afternoon all. Fingers crossed for a decent game today. Only really look forward to away matches these days. Also, congrats on the 4K. Yes, just tipped over 4K the other day. So if you're not subscribed, do make sure you are subscribing to the YouTube channel. Me and Matt is down there at the moment. He's down in Portsmouth, probably sinking a few final pints before getting into the ground, if he's not there already. But yeah, we'll be me and Matt again tomorrow talking about whatever's happened today, also talking about things such as the embargo that we're now in and all the, I want to say takeover rumours, but there ain't any, is there? There ain't any takeover rumours at all. It has gone really, really quiet on that front. But no, we're talking about everything to do with this weekend. Gary says, "I disagree regarding Brown. I think he gets knocked off the ball too easily." I mean, yeah, there is that element. They are still young. I think they do need to fill out a little bit. But what he does do is he wins fouls. He wins fouls up the pitch. And when you're under the cosh, which, let's be right about it, we're going to be under the cosh more often than we're not this season, I do feel like he gives a little bit of an out. We can't play out from the back. Ethan Horvath just can't do that at all. Once Pierce Charles comes back in, once he's fit, maybe we can start doing that a little bit and actually playing a bit of football. But when we're like I said, when we're under the cosh and we need a bit of an out ball, he can, if he wins as a foul on the halfway line, we can at least alleviate a bit of that pressure because, Portsmouth are a side that come out pretty quick, and we have conceded goals fairly early on. I think that's probably one aim today, is keep it tight, keep it at 0-0. We said it in the game on Tuesday. It's all about like little wins. Get to 10 minutes without conceding a goal. Let's get to 25 minutes without conceding. Let's get to half time, and then I think then who knows what can happen. John's gone with 3-1 to Wednesday, I'm guessing. And Rum Puncher said 1-0 Cadamarteri penalty. James says Wednesday 4, Pompey 0. Cads with 2, Baz and Svante. James, I hope you got a little cheeky fiver on that one. BeGambleAware.org as well, of course. No, if you want to get one of these shirts, if you get it today, it will probably get to you before Saturday's game against QPR as well. So head over to the shop. That's where you can go to get that one. One thing I do want to talk about is the injuries. They are mounting up, aren't they, really, when you look at it? Charles, Shalabar, Bernard. I mean, Bernard's someone we've not seen at all, have we, since, West Brom last season? Kind of, we'll be forgiven for forgetting that we even have Dishon Bernard in our squad. Kabatsky, another one. That's 4 first-team players that we're out with. Then we've got Bruno Fernandes, Guy Sekira, and now Reece Johnson as well, all out. Johnson's had to have stitches in a foot injury that he sustained in that 1-0 defeat to Grimsby in the Cup. Kabatsky, likewise, picked up an injury in that game against Grimsby in that defeat. His right groin, so apparently he's not going to be back until after the international break, which is, I should know when that is, around my birthday, so second week in October is that international break, so a couple of weeks until 3-4 weeks until he's going to be back. So yeah, an already threadbare squad looking even more bare. It's going to be interesting to see how Emmerich sets us up, because I think he got the tactics all wrong last week. Just the way that he set us up just did not work at all. I know I've mentioned about George Brown and perhaps being able to hold the ball up, so maybe that's, maybe we are going to try and go a little bit longer once again, because I think that's, it didn't really work last week. And he spoke about, the goal that we conceded against Grimsby, against Bristol City last week. We've conceded that goal many times. That ball in between 2 defenders, slipped down the channel, and it kind of needs to stop that, doesn't it? And we need to start defending better. How that's going to happen with Ernie Weaver in that back line, who knows? Yorkshire Pudding said scarves have sold out. Yeah, on the shop they've sold out. They sold out within an hour, believe it or not. My phone were going absolutely mental. There was 100 for sale on our store. I spoke to the guys at the Trust. I've not even got those 100 scarves yet. I'm going to be getting them tomorrow. I think they're going to be delivering some more to me as well. So let me get them 100 out first, and then I'll put some more on. And much to the annoyance of my wife, because we'll be sat packing those scarves and getting them out to you. Don't forget as well, they will be available before every single home game. Well, certainly the home game on Saturday against QPR. They're available for people that are at Portsmouth at the moment as well. So yeah, do grab one. I think from a visual standpoint, it's going to make it does look pretty good. And that's what a protest's about. I've heard people saying, what's it going to do? What's holding a scarf going to do? And I mean, ultimately, I'm sure Depon Chansiri is not going to look and go, oh, they've got the scarves out, right, I'll sell the football club. But it's just about showing that disdain and displeasure against the ownership of Depon Chansiri, and kind of it's about all being together. And that's all we can do in it. That's all we can do is stay together in this fight. Let's not let it die down, because once it starts easing off, then he's pretty much won. He's won, and we've lost. So yeah, let's keep chanting. Let's keep wearing the scarves. Let's keep doing everything that you're doing. Let's not buy anything inside the ground. Let's not buy the shirts or anything else. Let's just keep doing what we're doing, because it is definitely working. It is working. In a couple of weeks time, it's going to be the end of September. We've all heard about the news to do with the loan charge that's on the stadium, or should I say the loan that was taken out against the stadium. That's going to be due in a couple of weeks' time, in a week and a half time, I think it is. So that's going to be very interesting to see what happens, whether that gets rolled over again, whether he can find some of the money. Obviously, we've got wages as well, we've got HMRC bill to be paid. It's all these things keep coming every single month, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. It would not surprise me. I mean, can you imagine if he puts the season tickets on sale in this next week or so? Can you imagine if he does that? Let's get some more comments. Matt, believe Depon being there today as much as I believed Sai's takeover story. Yeah, I've heard that Pak Xiao is going to be there, but I've not heard anything about Depon being there other than a rumour. But we'll see. I'm sure if he is there, the cameras will pick him up and they will find him, and someone will see him. Like I said, I think Pak Xiao is going to be there. When was the last game that Depon went to? Was it that Leeds game at Ellen Road? I'm sure that's the last one that he went to with Pak Chow, which would have been some point last season, of course. But yeah, not welcome whatsoever. George says a mass goal today. Yeah, I mean, what's everyone thought to Amas? I mean, look, small sample size. He played, 60, 65 minutes last week against Bristol City. I was impressed with him. I think we saw fairly early on what he's all about. Much better attacking, I think, than going backwards and tackling. That's not really his game. So it'd be interesting to see how he plays. Obviously, he's got Max Lowe for cover on that side as well. Yeah, let's see. I'm pleased with him. I'm happy with him so far. I think he's a decent addition. The only problem is we perhaps didn't really need anyone on that side, if we're being perfectly honest. We didn't. That's not really the area that we need anyone. Centre back is obviously where we did need someone. I know we've got Ernie Weaver today, and I hope, fingers crossed, he puts a good performance in. Yorkie in Devon says Fratton Park is a cauldron and will test our teenagers. Hopefully it will be a positive for them. Yeah, 100%. I think anywhere really, whether it's Fratton Park or whether it's at Hillsborough or anywhere it may be, I think it is going to be a test for them. I mean, we can bring up the Portsmouth side as well. Let me just bring that one up. Any players in there that kind of take your fancy if you were to pick anyone? I mean, Connor Chaplin, Colby Bishop. I mean, Connor Chaplin come from Ipswich, scored bags of goals at Ipswich as well, so he's going to be a bit of a handful. Segacic, he's one of their new signings. I was speaking to Hugh from the PO Forecast the other day for the preview show, which no point listening to it now, but if you want to listen to preview shows, head over to Patreon. That's where you can get all of that. He's already got 2 goals, I want to say, already this season. He's already got a couple of assists as well, so he's going to be one to keep an eye on. That's their number 10. Regan Poole, he's been at Pompey a few years now, centre-back, come from Lincoln, I want to say. They also picked out Shaughnessy as well, and the other centre-back wins every header, so it's going to be interesting to see how Cadamarteri and Brown do against both of them. But yeah, that's how Portsmouth line up this afternoon. Let me get that rotating round. That should be all good. Matthew says, thoughts on Coventry rumours of on the pitch? Look, when it comes to the protests and things, there's only so much that the trust can do. And they can't obviously advocate things such as that. There's other people that have taken it into their own hands, which probably is needed, to be fair. Yeah, it's a very difficult one. I think there does seem to be gathering a lot of pace, and I think things that we've been doing at the moment don't really seem to be working. I know the trust are obviously doing a lot behind the scenes, and I think personally that's the stuff in terms of the investigation, like investigative work that they're doing, is probably their biggest and best chance of something happening. Obviously desperately trying to find that golden egg, that one thing that they can pin him to that would, make him fail that fit and proper persons test, really. That's obviously what happened to Dai Yong at Reading. They found something over in China that just didn't, that made them not be eligible to be an owner of a football club in the EFL. So it wasn't anything that he did actually at Reading. It was things that he did elsewhere, really. So I think that's probably the best bet. However, having said that, the EFL keeps saying all they're interested in is players, the fixtures being fulfilled. So if we can do anything to stop those fixtures being fulfilled, again, it's another fine that he'll have to pay. It's another problem that he has to sort out. And I think also as well, he hasn't been talking, has he? It's ironic that, I was talking to someone else yesterday, again, talking about the whole kind of going way, way, way back to when Depon Chantiri first came in, and going through everything, and it's funny how there was times fairly recently as well, only less than 12 months ago, where we were telling Dejphon Chansiri to stop with all of the, all of the statements that were coming out. It was a running joke, weren't it, at one point? And then now we're asking him to come out and say something. So it's a funny one. It's a strange one, isn't it? I think, if we can get him to come out and speak, that's what we want at the end of the day. Just tell us something. As a fan base, we deserve to know. Is he wanting to sell the football club, or has he got plans to keep it for another 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Ultimately, we're either going to be happy with the decision or unhappy, but at the moment, we don't know anything. And that's why, again, I tweeted, I think it was last week or earlier on in the week, how, because the silence is absolutely deafening, there's nothing coming out from the club whatsoever. Dejphon Chansiri is just sticking his head in the sand, pretending it's all that nothing's happening and things, and it's just not healthy for us as fans. That's how you get all the rumours, rumours circulating, going round left, right, and centre, and people are so desperate for that one bit of good news that they'll believe anything, and that's what's happening at the moment, because the club aren't there to kind of disprove anything. The club aren't there to say that that's not true. It's just been left to kind of manifest itself, and then it gets whipped up in a frenzy. The Sai rumours was a prime example of that. Someone comes out who is relatively unknown to most people, then all of a sudden, in the space of literally, a week, everyone's believing that it's happening. And last Wednesday we were supposed to be taking over. Wednesday's been and gone. It's passed. Nothing's happened. So then that's what happens all the time, and it's down to the club not saying anything. The club could quite easily stop these rumours. They could stop all the I won't say stop the negativity. Of course, they can't do that, but they could easily, if Dejphon Chansiri came out today, right now, and said, "I'm looking for extra investment to the football club," or "I'm looking to sell the football club, and I'm actively seeking, people to come forward," I think, obviously, the protest would still continue, but I think it would stop quite a few people, really. They'd be like, "Look, it's worked. We've done what we need to do," and I think people's morale would probably increase as well, because there's so many people that are just done with it all. Like they've, you see it on Twitter, and I know Twitter is not just like gospel. It's not everything. It doesn't replicate the whole of the fan base. There's a lot of people saying, "That's it now. I'm not going to another game until he's here." People saying this morning, "Don't really care about the game. I'm going to do something else with my time. Not bothered anymore." And that just seemed, for me, just so sad. Lewis said no Murphy. I didn't see Murphy's name on there. I was getting them wrong way around. It's Josh Murphy, isn't it, that they've got at Portsmouth. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there, whether he's on the bench or not. Let me just have a quick look if he is on the bench. Let's have a... Has anyone seen that teletext app, by the way? It's amazing. It's called, for people that haven't seen it yet, it's called Telescore. Absolutely incredible. For those that are of my age or older, remember when you put teletext on and you were looking for the scores? Obviously, it never showed you that many previously. When you used to go on, it used to have kind of 3 games, and obviously, if it was a 3-3 thriller, it kind of perhaps only showed you 2 games, and then every time you'd put it on and the Sheffield Wednesday score would just be on the page before, and you had to wait a good 5 minutes for it to tick over and go to the next page. But takes you back. It's brilliant, fantastic. Telescore is that app if you want to. Let's have a look. Josh Murphy, is he on the bench? No, he's not. And I've no idea where he is. Is he playing? No, maybe he's picked up an injury. Josh Murphy at Oxford now, isn't he? No, he's not. He is at Portsmouth, isn't he? No, he is at Portsmouth. He was at Oxford. You're doubting me now. But I've just checked. No, he was at Oxford, and he is now at Portsmouth. He's been there all last season as well. So, yep. Let's George says, interested to see how the lad Brown performs up front. Watching the game with my Pompey mate down in the Cotswolds. Don't ask. Well, I hope hope the weather's better than it is up here, because he's absolutely pissing it down up here. Doesn't look like the weather's too bad on the south coast. Everyone's wearing short sleeve t-shirts and scarves, of course, yellow and black. Johnny says, think we should blockade the players and the director's entrance before a match. Look, it's nothing against the players, is it? It's nothing against the players at all. I don't think we need to do anything like that. You know, the players are just doing their bit. That could get a bit nasty, that, I think, as well. But anyway, each to their own. Matthew, hasn't he said something about looking for investment and selling gold? He hasn't said anything, but that's what, you know, is we're led to believe, that he's trying to sell unrefined African gold. I did look at that, actually, by the way. I mean, again, totally unconfirmed, but you just do a quick Google search. How much does 500 kilo of unrefined African gold actually cost? It's around about 50 million US dollars, I think it was, the last time I checked. Who knows? I mean, it does look dodgy as well. I mean, again, when you do a bit more reading, it does sound a little bit suspect when people are starting to do things like that. Again, I've got no knowledge in any sort of gold whatsoever. I ain't got a clue, other than this gold effect looks quite good. But no, I have no idea. But you just do a quick Google search. Johnny, doesn't matter what DC says. I wouldn't believe him. No, I wouldn't either, to be honest. Even if he told us that we played in blue and white stripes, I'd probably not believe him either, even if he said that. All these kits changed, by the way, on the over here. We're not wearing purple. It's white. It should change at some point. I did think we were going to wear the away kit. We've not worn that yet, have we? So far this season, we've been wearing the third kit. Anyway, P Wednesday says, if he said he was attempting to keep the club, he needs to say now how he's going to turn it around. Then we back the plans or not. If there is no plan, we actually know there is no plan other than gold. Well, that's it. He had a prime opportunity back at the fans forum, way back in January. Seems many moons ago now, but he had an opportunity there where he could have come out and told us the plan. He got asked what the plan was, and he gave the excuse that, you know, it depended on what league we were in. He said, obviously at the time we were 8th, 9th in the league. You know, we even had a chance of getting in the playoffs. And yeah, he said he gave that bullshit excuse. Now, at the time I was sceptical. I didn't think he had a plan. That's why he couldn't give it. It wasn't because of the league. He just didn't have a plan. And, you know, it kind of proves it really what's happened since then. Gary says, rumour Chansiri will be at the game today. Yes, that is the rumour, but I think it is just that, a rumour. I have heard that Pak Shao might be at the game today, but I don't think Chansiri will be. I don't even know if he's in the country, to be fair, so we'll have to find out. The teams have just come out as well, by the way. Well, they're just in a huddle. Looks like we're about to kick off in the next couple of, under a minute, I guess. Observation, but last week, what happened as well before kick-off? We had the Hi-O Silver Lining, the full rendition. Then we had, what was it? The other song that came on after as well. And yeah, there was a long wait until kick-off. But it looks like they're about to get underway in a second. Dressed all in white in that third kit that people were forced into buying. Portsmouth, blue shirts, white shorts, and red socks. The ball's pumped long, straight out of play for a throw-in. Great start. Be interesting as well just to see how we set up. I know I mentioned that earlier on, but whether we are going to, as we've got the ball on the edge of the box with Ingleson, but he's offside. No, yeah, it's going to be interesting how we play, whether we are going to pump it long or whether we're going to try and play a bit of football. I've got to admit, Liam Palmer, it wasn't for offside, it was for handball, by the way. But no, seeing Liam Palmer in the middle of the park, for me, he's not a midfielder at all. I'd much prefer him playing, right centre half. To be honest, I'd much prefer him playing there instead of Dom Iorfa with how Dom got on last week. But he's there in the middle of the park alongside Barry Bannon. Like I said, I just didn't think he had a great game on Saturday. Barry Bannon picks it up and he's going to hit it. Nearly knocked the head off the Portsmouth Portsmouth centre back there. I've no idea if that were going to go on target. I'm just going to have to see a replay in a second. It was going on target. I think the keeper would have saved it pretty comfortably, but we're in their half. That is encouraging signs early on. I know it is. We're only a minute and a half in to the game. Phil, you haven't started the clock. Clock started, mate. It's all done automatically. I don't have anything to do with the clock or anything, so it does all get done. Automatically from wherever the data center is. Hence, what we've all these stats as well. This side, sorry. Here we go. Although it's not updated yet. It should have one shot on there, one block shot. It should say. Ingleson chips the ball forward. Go on then, Brown. He's tried a cross, gets blocked. It's gone out for a throw-in. Looks like Ingleson is going to put a long throw-in. The clock has stopped, hasn't it? Why is the clock on 0 now? I've no idea why this is happening. Let me... I'm not sure what's happening with the clock. Just ignore the clock. I'm sure it'll sort itself out in a second. There's a bit of pandemonium in the box for a second. Comes out to Harry Amass. It's another throw-in. Up the Owls says, get a good feeling in this kit. We played well against Leicester. And yes, we did, yeah. What was it? What was the kit that we never did well in? Was it the pink one? I want to say it was that pink kit that we had where we never, ever won a game at all. Are you a superstitious type of person? I can't say I am that superstitious. I used to be when I was younger. Just when I was playing Football Manager, which incidentally, the new one's coming out in, 6 weeks or so? Early November, Football Manager 26. But no, I can remember when I used to play on that, I used to have the same song on every time when I played a game. And sing along to the same song. Don't ask me why. I have absolutely no idea. I thought it worked. I thought it did. I thought it meant that I would win the game. Phil says we never did well in the blue and white pod. Well, not this season. Certainly not this season. Anyway, Bannon with a free kick on this near side. Ignore the clock, by the way. We're on 4 minutes. It's a deep cross to the back stick over everyone. And it's going to go out for a throw-in. And Dom Iorfa has gone over the advertising audience by the looks of it. I did wonder where he'd gone to. Just going to watch a replay now. Ooh. Yeah, he's up. He looks to be okay. I did wonder where he'd gone. He was at the back post, went in for the header, went straight over his head, and straight over the advertising audience. So there we go. He's up. He looks all right. He looks fine. I'm going to sort this clock out as well, by the way, because it's actually behind. So let me. What are we on? 5:00. Let's have a look. There we go. That should be fine. Do remind me to stop that clock because we'll get to half time and I'll just totally forget and the clock will just carry on and on and on and on and on. I will try and sort that out. 5 minutes gone. It's all Wednesday. It's a header. Oh, what a chance. Ingleson with the header. Jan Valery down the right-hand side. He slips... it's a diving header from Ingleson. It was Palmer that clipped it back. It's about 12 yards out, Ingleson, on the run, on the header. Almost a diving header. And the keeper does well to turn it around the post. And it's a corner that Bannon's going to take. In swinger. Yeah, Johnny, it was a great save, yeah. Bannon in swinger, goes deep again, looking for Iofa. He's gone down. It's gone all the way through, and it will be a Portsmouth goal kick. No, great effort though, really good shot. I mean, we're what, 6 minutes in, and it's been all Sheffield Wednesday. I have to admit, we've had most of the ball. Bannon's had an effort that was blocked. We've had that header from Ingleson as well. So, yeah, much more of the same if we can. Good start. But Portsmouth come forward now. I think Portsmouth are just trying to get a little bit of possession, trying to get a little bit of a stranglehold on the game. I know I mentioned about... us trying to just get to 10 minutes without conceding a goal and getting to halfway half time without conceding a goal. It's a ball forward. George Brown looks to latch onto it. Oh, you know what? George Brown looks lively already. Looks very live. That's twice that Ingleson's tried to. First time he tried to play it a bit low, around the corner. This time, it's actually Harry Amass who finds him. Long ball over. It's going to be very difficult for him to control. But, Lue, we've had a shot on target. Yes, we have, mate. We have. 180 minutes without a shot on target. It's taken us, 5-6 minutes of this game to register the first one. Spliff says awkward for him. Yeah, it was very, very awkward. I think if you're referring to George Brown and that chance just there. Hope you're enjoying this as well. Obviously, we did the watch along on Tuesday when I had a few guests. I will try and get some guests on as we go along. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this sort of content. We'll try and do more of these. Well, I need to because I've sorted all this, these overlays out, the graphics and stuff. So I need to get using them. So there will be more of these watch-alongs definitely throughout the course of the season. So yeah, do please get involved. Up the owl, it's the owl, mate. I mean, in terms of the shirts, any shirt with an owl on, we don't do well in. Oh, you mean the old owl? Like that? That's the reason why we're doing well. Maybe. Mark says George Brown over Ike Ugbo and Jamal Lowe. I did say the other day that I wouldn't mind George Brown getting a start. And already, I know we're only 10 minutes in, but already now you're seeing him being bright. I know the chance he had against Grimsby, all right, perhaps should have scored, but he got himself in that position. He had to be there to score it. Ike Ugbo would not have been there. So, yeah, fair enough. John, have you sacked Jake? No, Jake's actually down there. Jake's at Portsmouth today, doing the God's work with everyone else as well, selling these scarves that you can see behind me, the yellow and black ones. Keep an eye out on the store. There should be some more going up tomorrow at some point, or maybe Monday even, potentially. So do keep your eye out. Don't forget they will be available outside the ground as well at various different points. So get there a little bit early. Get a bit early. Go and have a berets and grab yourself a scarf. Lee says, come on Wednesday, watching from Vegas. Skeg Vegas, yes. Nothing wrong with that, Lee. Nothing wrong. Fair play to you, mate. I ain't got the confidence to sit there like that. Now, look, if you'd have asked me 5 years ago, would I be doing this? Absolutely no chance. But you know what? I enjoy doing it. I enjoy speaking to you guys. I enjoy speaking about football. That's why I do the podcast. Really enjoy it. Just a reminder as well, I will be doing an X Spaces as well. So just as the Chancery chants ring around Fratton Park, Portsmouth fans are clapping as well. Does look good in that away end. Everyone holding those yellow and black scarves. Looks fantastic. What's your take on this as well? If something was happening to some other club, let's say QPR this weekend, they've had their ownership issues and they started chanting, would you be clapping? Would you be standing in solidarity? Because it is quite moving, I must admit, you know, when you see it. I think the big one for me was Leicester, as we've got a free kick 20, 21 yards out. Bannon stands over it, looks the Ducks beating left-footed. Palmer's also standing over it as well. I mean, what a turn up for the Bucks if it's Palmer that hits it. Any chance of an audio-only version in this in the future? Bannon hits it left-footed. It's a goal! Get in! Get in! What a free kick from Barry Bannon. Get in! Fantastic goal. When was the last time we scored a free kick? When was the last time we scored a free kick? It was a great finish. Left-footed. 12 minutes gone. 1-0. Come on. Just watching it back now. Left-footed. Keeper rooted to the spot. The keeper don't even move. He thinks it's going to the other post. It's gone through the gap. I mean, keeper's got to do so much better there. He set his wall up. I think he second-guessed him. He's hit it with the instep, and he's whipped it into that right corner. Keeper, absolutely no chance. He's made the keeper look stupid there. What a finish. Great goal. Get in. This happened against Wrexham as well, didn't it? We were chanting, you know, the Wrexham fans were getting involved, and then literally minutes later we scored to make it 2-1. Same thing's happened here. We've done the chanting, Portsmouth fans are clapping, and then we've got the goal. All right, slightly different because this was a free kick, but what a finish. Great goal. When was the last free kick goal that we scored? I can't remember. I go back to Bristol City many moons ago, years ago. But when was the... Did Windass score one? Did Windass score a free kick in League One days? I don't think we've scored one in the Championship since coming back, but I could be wrong. Do let me know in the comments. Right, can we hold on to this 1-0 lead? Is that the first time we've gone ahead since the opening game of the season against Leicester? Who was it in the chat? They were saying, you know, giving off Leicester vibes as Portsmouth come forward. It's a great tackle. Get it stuck in there. Is it a foul? What's this for? That's never a foul. Just watching the replay. Is that a foul? It's Jan Valley that's being pulled up. I think he put an arm on his shoulder. Maybe that's what it's for, but... Right, let me just send this out in a tweet. Jonah says Great Escape Part 2 incoming. Well, I suppose we're not really in them territories just yet. You know, we're not really cut adrift, are we, at the moment? But I know what you mean. I get your sentiments. Portsmouth have got a free kick now, pretty much in the same place as where Bannon had his, but obviously on the other side. He hits it left-footed, it hits the wall. Another one, it's gone high, wide and handsome into that away end that's full of yellow and black. Not quite a full away end, a rarity in it for us. But, you know, don't blame him really. It's a long old trip down. There's not that many spare seats, by the way. It's not like it's empty. It does look very, very full. Mark, why would DC be at Portsmouth? Well, he's not welcome at Hillsborough, is he? So let's be right about that. Mark, he wouldn't dare show his face. Of course, he won't be there. It's a yellow card. Who's he giving that to? Ingleson, is it? No, it's Cadamartre. Is that... I don't think that's a yellow card, is it? Like, it's just a bit late. It's Cadamartre that's picked it up. Who had this on the bingo card? Sheffield Wednesday 1, Portsmouth 0 after 15 minutes. It's normally the other way around, isn't it? We've been conceding early goals. I think 3 goals we've conceded this season in the league inside the first 15 minutes. It's us doing that now, isn't it? It's us getting that early goal. Dern says we only score screamers at Pompey. Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't have that down as a screamer. It was a great goal. It was a great free kick. It wasn't a patch on Michael Smith's goal. I watched that back the other day. What a finish. That camera angle from behind the goal. Oh, my word. You know, what a finish. But it seems a distant memory away now, doesn't it, in the situation that we find ourselves in. It's an interesting stat there that you can see just up there. Portsmouth, 70% of the possession so far. Not really done anything with it, have they? Bannon picks it up in the middle, hits it, left foot, it's deflected. Oh! Who did it hit? Did it have it Brown or Cadamartre? No, it's at Ingleson, and it's wrong foot of the keeper. Very, very nearly 2-0 there. Nothing close, but still a free kick goal. Not often we score them. No, nobody's told me. When was the last free kick we scored? So surely someone listening or watching will know. There was a comment earlier on saying, can you do an audio version of this at some point? Yeah, I mean, I suppose the difference is I'm not really doing commentary. I know I'm kind of certain things I'm talking about, but I'm not really doing a commentary, as so to speak. And if that's what people want, maybe we can do something like that. But I prefer just having a chat, really, and reacting as we go along. Just coming over halfway. It's going to go all the way back to Weaver. Hamas tries to play it inside, but it's picked up by Portsmouth. Portsmouth are poor today. I've not watched any of Portsmouth so far this season, so I'm not sure. But I mean, you know, they're up there, aren't they? 7th, 8th in the league, or maybe 9th. Bit of a mixed bag of results, but you know they've not started very well at all. Lots of misplaced passes, a lot of losing possession. But maybe you've got to give us credit for that. I know Pedersen were talking a lot, weren't he, on Thursday in that press conference about they've had a really good week, a really good training session. I do kind of take what he says with a pinch of salt, as Portsmouth got on the edge of the box and they strike it. Oh, it's only gone just wide. I think the guy's offside who gets a touch. Is it? Yeah, he's miles off there. Absolutely miles off. Get in, says DJ Alex. You're a bit. Jonathan says, good to see Weaver and Brown get their well-deserved chance. Yeah, look, that's what that... that's what we said, don't we? You know, let's have a look. P. Wednesday, have the gaps not been there so readily? Not sure what you mean. You have to expand on that comment. Let me just get this sorted. Let me just get rid of that. Stream's just gone down a second, so to apologise. It's the iFollow stream as well, so it should be all good. Right, let's get this. Put 50p at me, so I'll get it back on again in a second. Right, I've got a corner. Let me just rejig everything around here. Right, it's a corner from Bannon. Outswinger this time. All the way to the back stick. Palmer picks it up. Back stick again. Chance. What have you thought so far to this this first half? I mean, look, you've got to be pleased, haven't you? Really, 1-0 after what 22 minutes now, just coming up to halfway in the first half. So we're going to have a look at some of the other scores as well that in the league so far. Let's have a look. Hull leading Southampton so far. That's the only other goal in the Championship. There's been hardly any goals whatsoever, has there? Birmingham beat Swansea 1-0 earlier. Leicester drew 0-0 with Coventry, and QPR beating Stoke 1-0. So, yeah, not many goals at all so far. The only one that matters, though, is ours, and we are leading 1-0 against Portsmouth. What's that? Is that gone out for a throw, it looks like? Yeah, I didn't expect this, I must admit. I know I said at the start, let's be positive, but I did not expect us to be leading, and we do look fairly comfortable. I don't want to jinx it. At all. Dern says, ask ChatGPT, and it said last time we scored a direct free kick was 2014. Can't be right, surely. First free kick in 11 years. Stuart, be a 8 win if we can keep them out. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? Yep, definitely agree. I'm just going to try and switch it over to this on here. So let me just cancel that for a second. Apologies, people. Daniel says, fingers crossed for another goal. Yep, definitely. John Smith, Kadeem Harris has scored for Salford. Remember him? Do you know what? Whenever I see that green kit, the green kit with the kind of like digital design on it, that's what reminds me of Kadeem Harris. He is that kit. He is wearing that kit in my eyes. Right, we're back up and running. We're back sorted. Apologies. I mean, Weaver's not had a great deal to do, but he's just sprayed the ball out there, out wide. Fantastic pass. All right, it was a little bit strong for Palmer, but we've still got possession. Marquez, Barry Bannon at home to Stoke 2018. Surely we've scored one since then. It hasn't been 7 years, surely. Windass had one. 25 minutes gone. Still Sheffield Wednesday 1, Portsmouth 0. Harpo says Bannon free kick versus Stoke at home is the last one I remember. How many seasons ago was that? Was that a few years ago? Palmer does well. Portsmouth have come forward, the other team in P. And they're going to have a throw-in within the 18-yard box. The width of the 18-yard box, of course. and they've gone all the way back. And do you know what annoys me? That you get a free kick in an area like that and you have to go all the way back to your defenders. I know, you've got passages of play that you've been working on in that's a free kick, in training and stuff, but you've got a chance to throw it into the box and get it in the mix. I know we haven't scored many goals from that, but there's always a chance in there. There's always a chance that something's going to happen. Pick the second ball up, throw it in, get your men on the edge of the box, pick that second ball up, and you never know what's going to happen. But when it goes all the way back, I just think it's taking you that long to kind of get to that point. I think you're just giving it back again. I don't agree with it. It's a long shot. Oh my God, what's Horvath doing there? Got away with that one. It's a shot from about 40 yards out. And Ethan Horvath, he's got to do better. I don't know if the flight of the ball or what, but I mean, he's got behind it. He saved it. He's still 1-0. The ball comes in again. Lewis saying Windass scored a goal against Forest Green. Mark, I think Windass did get one in League One, home against Cambridge, I think, yeah. Oh dear, Iofa's had an absolute shocker there, and they come forward, edge of the box. It's a terrible shot. Come on, get rid of it. Come on, one of you. Oh, Segicic turns. Amas was getting tight to him, but Segicic turns and hits it, side netting, but that was all Iofa's doing. I've no idea what he's doing there. He races out, and the lad just turns him, and he gets past him like he wasn't even there. The amount of space that he had as well once he got past him was unbelievable. But we're a bit lucky there. There was that chance that they had, a long range effort. I mean, look, I always feel really bad for digging out Ethan Horvath because he's coming in a need of desperation. Really, he's coming and he's doing a job, but purely from a performance perspective and just from a I'm just going to see it here. It's a shot from miles out, and I mean he gets down, he keeps it out, but I think he perhaps could have done a bit better, to be honest. But no, I think I feel really bad for doing that. But I think, like we said on Sunday, when we've had Piers Charles, I think we've been blessed with a real good quality goalkeeper. And I think, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. He's been replaced, and you actually think, you know what? Yeah, Piers Charles he is the real deal. Not only from his shot stopping abilities and stuff, which is good. It's more from go on, Cadamarcha, get there. Brown's in the middle, plays it to him. He's gone down. No. I want to see that again. But that great tracing down from Cads. He didn't have anyone to aim at. I think he's chucked himself on the floor a little bit too easy there, to be honest. But no, some good pressing. This is end to end. This game, it is literally one end to the other. Palmer comes forward. Go on, offload it. Keeps possession. Has he gone down? Is it going to be is it a free kick or is it a throw in? Dern says, to be fair, James, what do we expect? It's an emergency signing. It's not like we could afford quality. It's anyone with hands. Yeah, I know that, and that's why I'm saying I feel harsh for kind of digging him out, but I'm going to call a spade a spade, If I feel like he could do better, I'm going to say he can do better. Do you know what I mean? We all know why we're in this situation, and it does sound like I'm being a little bit harsh, and maybe I am. But like we say on the pod as well, when I'm talking to Matt, I'll just say it as I call it. And when a shot comes in, I'm not the most confident. I feel like something's going to happen, and that kind of, all right, he's kept it out. Maybe I should be happy. He's kept it out. It's still 1-0. But yeah. Jonah says, Horvath worries me at times. He's like Beadle, but he does a job. Yeah, exactly. It's a deep cross, and the keeper picks it up. Too easy for the keeper there. P. Wednesday said, goalie's most important position for me. What's yours? I I think goalkeeper is a difficult position because when you make a mistake, more often than not, it ends up with a goal. If Ige Ugbo misses a chance, the consequences aren't as big, are they? So I think it is difficult. I think if you can have a good goalkeeper, just Cadamarchi takes it over halfway. We've picked up again, picking up possession off of Portsmouth far too easy. Now, in terms of... Go on, Ernie. Quality, Ernie. Fantastic. We lost possession and Portsmouth have looked to go on the break, but Ernie Weaver, I mean, he's gambled and he's got it right, to be fair. He's comes across... I mean, he looked rapid as well, by the way. Certainly in comparison to Segicic, who was chasing him, and he looks like he's won himself a free kick as well. So yeah, well played. I mean, it's difficult to give just one position as being the most important, because you could argue your goal scorers are most important. If you don't score any goals, you're not going to win any games. I can see Dern saying most important is middle of the field. Game can be won or lost with some control in midfield. I agree with that, but then you see some games where they totally bypass. Apologies. They bypass the middle of the park. So it's very difficult. I think personally, if you ask me, I want to see a goal scorer. If you've got a good goal scorer who you can rely on, who can get you those 15, 20 goals a season, I think it makes your job a hell of a lot more easier. We had that for a while. All right, Windass last season got a fair amount of goals, you could say. Who would be your favourite young player that we have? It's got to be Ernie Weaver, hasn't it, surely? With a name like that, Ernie. I mean, we haven't seen much of them, have we? We've seen him in the Cup, but, the Bolton game was probably the best in terms of, actually seeing them play. Leeds game, we were just under the cosh, and it was just, all hands to the pump. And then against Grimsby, we did all right. We didn't create that many chances, but, as Pompey have a chance there. It's a cross that goes deep. One of their players sliding at the back stick, but just can't quite get on the end of it. And it's gone out for a Sheffield Wednesday goal kick. It is end-to-end, this game, by the way. It's not... it's all right for the neutrals. There's chances, and I don't think it's going to stay 1-0 come the end, come 90 minutes. Come the full-time whistle, I can see there being a few goals in this one. I was going to say, if people want to join me at half time, I will open up an X Spaces as well, so you can jump on there and we can have a chat. I want to hear what you thought of this first half. I mean, there's still another good 10, 12 minutes of this first half to go, but I want to hear what you have to say. Chris Wilde, Ernie fucking Weaver, what a boy, agreed. I've thought he's looked good in those cup games. I think he needs to get given a chance. I saw Otubeyo last week and he wasn't great, was he? He wasn't, he got caught a few times, as did Dom Iorfa as well, to be fair. So I thought, really, why not? Why not give Ernie a chance? I did think, though, as they played 90 minutes in midweek, would Henrik chuck them in? But clearly he has, and I think at the moment, so far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far, it does seem to be paying off. If you're not already, do follow TW Football 1867 over on X. Tom has got some fantastic analysis. He's doing some tweets at the moment throughout the game. He's just said Brown and Cads have just swapped, with Cads going central and Brown playing off in the 3-4-3. It's paid off with a couple of dangerous regains from Cads. Yeah, I said before about picking the ball up high up in their third, picking the ball up either in the middle of the park or in that final third. Makes it so much easier if you can do that, if you can retain possession up there. Core says Chris Wilder's a Wednesday. Are they losing? Are they? I've not seen that yet. Are they losing? Please say they are losing. No, they're not. Not yet. Anyway. Chris says Amas looking good too. Yep. Good header from Weaver. Amas gets it away again. Brown it's head tennis now at the moment. About 6 headers in quick succession. Go on, Cads. No, wrong pass. Right idea. Cadamarcius ran through the middle. It was head tennis for probably 5 or 6 headers, and then it's broke to Cadamarcius, and he's drove forward and just couldn't quite get the ball out from under his feet. Ingleson was on his left-hand side. He had Brown to the right. There wasn't really a pass on, to be fair. He was going to get dispossessed, but just couldn't quite get that ball out to Ingleson, unfortunately. John said, can we stop talking about Weaver now? Otherwise, he'll be the next one to go. I remember when we signed Joost van Aken. I can't tell you what game it was. It was at Hillsborough. I mean, it must have been his debut. Joost van Aken, and he hit this 70-yard diag. Absolutely sublime. I thought we had signed, the next coming of Paolo Maldini, and then he turned to absolute dog shit. We've got the ball. We've got a 5-on-3 here at the moment. Come on, you've got man over. Come on, Brown, hit it. Left-footed, he's hit it. It's a P-roller. We had men over there. I think that probably shows his inexperience a little bit, because we had men on that back stick and just couldn't quite find any of them. It's looking better, though. It's looking good. P. Wednesday says, hope Dunkluck doesn't sell any of these young guns at his mercy. Keep smiling, though. Well, he can't at the moment, can he? We've at least got these lads until January. And Harry Mass have got until January, because then he's going back to Man United. But we have still got these lads. Nothing can happen between now and then, which is a positive. Wigan says he's eating some malt loaf. This is my good omen. We will score again before half-time. I hope we do, mate. 2-0 at half-time would be very, very nice indeed. Can I just say as well, by the way, he says we've got 4 shots on target. 4, Sheffield Wednesday, 4 shots on target, and we haven't even finished the first half. Am I reading that right? Is that right? Just a reminder as well, we'll be back on Sunday. Sunday at 8 o'clock with myself and Matt talking about everything that's happened this weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be talking about the first win of the weekend. Oh, now, you know what? I've just said that Ethan Horvath can't play out from the back, and he just played a little delightful chip over the Portsmouth forward there. I take it back, Ethan. I take it back. James says don't jinx it. I'll try not to, James. I'll try not to. Portsmouth come forward. It's a cross into the box. Dealt with, but only just. Portsmouth regained possession. Just look to hold the ball a bit. I think we are being resolute. We've not... Portsmouth haven't had many chances. Certainly not any clear-cut chances anyway. They've had to resort to kind of long shots from outside the box. I know there was that one that they had from about 40 yards out. As they come inside now, is another shot blocked again by Barry Bannon. This is not, we don't see, when we've been watching Sheffield Wednesdays. It comes inside. What a challenge. The ball's come into the 6-yard box. Connor Chaplin's controlled it. Max Lowe has just thrown himself in front of the ball. Looks like he's hurt himself, but I was just saying there, that's not what we've been seeing so far this season. We haven't been seeing him, to coin a phrase from the guy down the road, you need to die for this shirt. And that's what Max Lowe were doing there. It's a fantastic challenge. And as well, Ernie Weaver in the background, he's flying in there. If it had got past him, Ernie perhaps could have got a block in as well. So love to see it. That's what you want to see. That's how we're going to get points this season. Nobody's going to gift us any points. Nobody's going to do Man United and just a charity donation of here you go, here's 3 points. We're going to have to fight for them. I need to see that battling. The only problem is with such a thin squad, we're not going to see that in every single game. It's just absolutely impossible. Maybe they've targeted this game as one that we need to, got a good chance of getting the 3 points from. Because I've not seen this sort of fight and desire since the first game of the season. Another long range shot, another block by Barry Bannon. Johnny, all Portsmouth now. Yeah, I agree, but there's 5 minutes until half time. It's going to happen. The game of football, it ebbs and it flows. We've had most of the ball in that first 10, 15 minutes. All right, I know the possession stats aren't going to tell you that, but in terms of kind of chances and stuff, we were creating more of the chances and more of the attacking threat. Yes, they've come into it now, but you're going to get that. But we're dealing with it. Like, they're having shots and we're blocking them. Again, we don't normally see that. Kev says, watching from Germany and loving it. Thanks, James. Yeah, thank you very much. Like I said, I'll try and do more of these throughout the season. Won't be doing for the home games because I will be there at Hillsborough, of course. But I'll try and do as many of these as I possibly can. Lambretta says, if nobody can be sold before January, hopefully Chancery will have gone. Chancery out. Neville says, could do with half time. Yeah, I do agree. It's a foul. Ernie Weaver gives away a clumsy free kick there, to be fair. I do agree, Neville. Half time does need to come. We haven't got long to wait. Another, 4 or 5 minutes, with including the added time. Yeah, Weaver just comes straight through his man. It's an obvious free kick. He gets a little bit excited. Let me get this set up for half time. I do want all your... I don't need that charger, but I just unplugged the charger and the charger just fell behind the desk. Good job I don't need it. But no, head over to X or Twitter, whatever you still want to call it, in a couple of minutes, and we'll get some match reaction, or half-time reaction, should I say, from people. So if you want to come up and and speak, do join over on Twitter Spaces. Matt Fordham, live pitch side WTID would be amazing for the home game. I mean, look, maybe if we had a decent owner and that kind of understood what, that's a bad challenge that on Ingleson. Ingleson's slapping the floor, but we'll come away with the ball, and they've played on. Good tackle. No, it's not a foul, referee. Not a foul at all. It's Valerie that's... All right, he's barged into the Portsmouth lad, but I think that's just... I don't think... Yeah. Portsmouth... It's flashed up saying Jan Valerie's got a yellow card. I don't think he has. I think it's the Portsmouth player that's got a yellow card for that challenge on Ingleson. They played an advantage, but the advantage wasn't very forthcoming. Live pitch side. Yeah, like I said, if there was some owners that actually kind of backed like the fan media that's out there, then maybe that would be something that would happen. But we don't have any of those, and that's an awful clearance from Harry Amass. He's absolutely... If you play golf, he's done what's called in the golf world as a shank. He has absolutely shanked it out of touch. Oh no, it was a free kick anyway. So maybe he was just kicking it out into touch. I'll let him off on that one. It did look a bit strange if that's what he was trying to do. Mark says, been watching you for a few weeks. Love your content, James. Legged it home to get on here. Can't believe we've scored. Come on Wednesday. Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much. There's been a lot of content this week, hasn't there, really? So much content. Go and watch that episode. Not now. Go and watch that episode with Woody on the kits. Really enjoyed recording that one. Just talking about something a little bit different. A bit more positive. Back when we were good, in the 90s. But no, it was a great episode. That is on the YouTube channel. There's Portsmouth cross it in. It's a deep one. It's gone straight over everyone. And it's going to be a goal kick. It's a minute of added time, and we're just about coming to the end of that minute. And that is it. That's half time. What did you think of that half time? That first half, should I say? What did you think? I didn't have us down as being 1-0 up, I have to admit. 1-0 up at half time. I am absolutely over the moon with that. Let me head over to Twitter. I'm going to start the Twitter Spaces in a second. If you're watching on here, then that's fine. But if you want to come and speak, head over there. I want to talk to as many people as I possibly can. Want to get your thoughts on that first half. Let me just get this all set up. I'll be 2 seconds. And we'll see if we get anyone coming up and speaking and talking. Half-time reaction. There we go. Let's get that one. Let's get that one going. Gary says, "Loving the content, mate. More of the same for the second half." Thank you very much, Neville. With some clapping emojis. Jonah. Jonah, good performance overall. Would you say? Yeah, I think so. I think we had more of the chances. Yes, they came into it in the second half, but no. If you're just joining us on X Spaces, thank you very much for coming along. We are doing a live watch along, so if you're watching on YouTube as well, you'll have been with me for the whole of that first half. So thank you very much for doing just that. I want to hear your reaction in this next 15 minutes or so as to what you've seen in that first half. It's Sheffield Wednesday 1, Portsmouth 0. A Barry Bannon free kick after just outside of 10 minutes. When was the last time we saw a Barry Bannon free kick? It hasn't been. It's not something that we normally see, is it? Well, we see Barry Bannon free kicks, not Barry Bannon free kicks going into the back of the net. Their keeper was absolutely rooted. He thought he was going in the other corner. I don't know whether he did him with the eyes or not, but he's whipped his foot around it. And it's 1-0. Yeah, what did you make to that first half performance? I've got Zach that wants to come up and speak. Remind if you're watching on YouTube, head over to X Spaces if you want to come up and let me know what you thought of that first half. I've got James that wants to speak as well. Zach, how's things, mate? You all right? It'd help if wait a second. I need to put my headphones on so I can actually hear him. Right, let's. I've just done all the intro to the show, to the halftime reaction, and realised I had the microphone muted. So I do apologise. Zach, are you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. What do you make to that first half, mate? Barry Bannon free kick. We don't see that very often, do we?
I know, that were brilliant. That it were. Can't explain it. It were really good.
Yeah. Go on.
Sorry.
Yeah, just saying. What do you make to the first half overall? Because I mean, it's been end to end. We haven't just sat back and kind of soaked it up. We've taken the game to Portsmouth. They've given us some scares as well. But I think on the whole, we have to be delighted, really, don't we, that we're going in 1-0 at half time. I didn't expect it.
No, neither did I. I thought we were going to get absolutely pasted. But also, I've got it on TV now, so the statistics, we won 3 tackles, it's gone quite well. Passing accuracy, they've got more passing accuracy, but I think we were the better team overall.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one as well. And 4 shots on target, Zach. We hadn't had one in the last 180 minutes of football. If you include the Grimsby game, if you include the Bristol City game, we've had 4 in one half of football, which it's great to see, innit, Zach?
Yeah, it's amazing. So I sat down and I'm not that well, so I laid down on the settee. Then Bannon's put that in bottom corner, and I got up and started screaming.
Yeah, like I said, we've been doing a watch along for the first half over on YouTube, and you'd see me go absolutely crazy when that goal went in. Obviously, just after the chance as well that came after 10 minutes. Obviously, a lot of yellow and black scarves in that away end as well. You said you thought we were going to get hammered. Are you surprised in the way that we've come out in this first half? Because Henrik spoke a lot about kind of second balls, and they've been doing some great work in training over the past week. I know he tries to be as positive as he possibly can in his press conference and stuff, but that last 5-10 minutes or so, throwing them at the ball. I think Bannon put 2 or 3 blocks in. They've resorted to kind of shots from outside the box. Max Lowe as well, another block inside the 6-yard box. You saw Ernie Weaver come flying in as well. It's something that I've not seen in this at all this season so far. Is that kind of putting your neck on the line, and it seems to be working at the moment, Zach.
Yeah, but I think Bannon's had a good game so far. I think Bannon's been outstanding this first half. Is obviously the Ingleson shot. You know, the first shot they had, that keeper. It was a good save, but I think Ingleson got the right header to it now.
Yeah, that was a great chance, Palmer. It reminded me a little bit of in lockdown when was it Cardiff when Palmer screwed it back for Patterson. Obviously, it was a volley that time. This time it was a header, but it was very similar in the way that Palmer kind of got nearly to the byline and then cut it back, and yeah, it seemed to work. I'm just watching the free kick back now from Bannon, and yeah, he's made their keeper look absolutely stupid, just rooted to the spot. More of that definitely in the second half. Zach, thanks for coming on, pal. Obviously, we haven't got much time because it is only half time, but enjoy the second half and get well soon, mate. I'm sure I'll be hearing from you on Wednesday, no doubt. Right, let's come to James then, if we can. James, mate, how's things? All good? James, you there? I can't. Not sure if I can hear you, James, or not. James, just leave and then come back again. I might be able to hear you in a second. I've got Aaron that wants to speak as well. Aaron, are you there, pal?
Yeah, I'm here, mate. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, mate. Well, look, we're 1-0 up at half time. I didn't see that one coming. What did you make to that first half, Aaron?
Neither did I, mate. But do you know what? Like I've said from the beginning of the season, I will never turn around to that and say a bad word on these players for playing in the conditions that they're in, with everything going on behind in the scenes. You know what I mean? So, it's just nice to see us throwing everything that we've got. Like, I know Pompey, they're not like the biggest team in the league, but the fact that we've travelled away and we're giving it everything, it's just nice to see. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, and you know they have got some decent players as well. You know, Connor Chaplin being at Ipswich, been in the Premier League last season, of course. You know, Colby Bishop, he bangs goals in for fun.
Oh, mate,
yeah, exactly. He's a handful, and he looks a handful today, but he seems to do all right. What do you make to Ernie Weaver and George Brown as well, two of the youngsters that obviously have been playing in the Cup? They've been given a chance this afternoon. What do you make to how they've done so far?
I think they're doing all right. All right. They're doing well. I like the energy that like George is using with Bailey, and they're both bouncing off each other, pressing as two and hunting in groups. So it is nice to see. Weaver, that challenge that when that ball got put in behind, I forgot who missed it. I think it was a missed clearance, and the ball was just flown across, and you just see Ernie flying across with it. So it is good to see. It doesn't fit. It doesn't look like they're out of place, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, and that's it, innit? You know, they've fitted in quite well. It's difficult, you know. I think for Brown today, he's not going to have many chances, but there's been a couple. I think Ingleson tried to put him at one point. Harry Amass with the ball again down that left hand channel. I think the thing for me, and I saw this against Grimsby as well, he's offering for the ball all the time. He's offering for it. He's making them runs, and obviously people are trying to find him as well. You know, we haven't seen that with the likes of Ike Ugbo at all this season. You know, just trying to, I won't say force something, but he's trying to be a handful, and whether that creates a gap for someone else, and you know, for Kadamarchi to run into or not. But no, I'm more than happy so far in this first half, and obviously long mate continue into the second. I mean, have you got any concerns or anything like that? Anything that, I mean, Dom Iofa went flying into one challenge, got it totally wrong, and nearly. You know, Portsmouth had a chance which could have perhaps ended up with a goal. But other than that, I think we've looked. Have we looked solid? I don't know. We haven't conceded a goal in the first half, so we've got to be happy, haven't we? Really?
Yeah, we've got to be happy. I think the only concern we've got is if Pompey do get back into the game and they do get a goal. obviously we don't. The only concern there is like heads dropping. But going into the second half, it's like you said at the beginning. It has been a scrappy game. It has been very end to end. So going into the second half, I would just like us to come out and have the first 5-10 minutes, just not slow it down as such, but try and be more controlled on the ball. Try and be more. Just contain the ball a little bit.
Yeah, you look at the stats. I know stats don't tell you everything, but 67% possession Portsmouth had in that first half. It certainly didn't feel like that. I wouldn't have said it were nearly a 70-30 split. I would have probably said maybe 60-40 if I had to push. But Portsmouth haven't done a great deal with it. They've had 10 shots. I think most of them have been blocked by Barry Bannon, I think, to be honest. But a lot of people, there was a lot of doom and gloom this morning, Aaron, when you see from fans thinking, I was on the watch-along earlier, which I'm still on, by the way, if people want to join me after this, but I said, give us a score prediction. I don't think one person even had us down drawing the game, let alone winning the game. But they've come out, and I have to give all credit to the lads out there. It's a young side as well, isn't it, Aaron? You're four lads under the age of 21. Yeah. You've got
go on. Sorry, mate. That squad is young. I think I think Ernie Weaver's the same age as me, and I'm 19. So
I think he's 18 actually. Ernie Weaver's 18. I think George Brown's 19.
Yeah.
Harry Amass 18, so, and then Kadamartri's 20. Yeah.
You are literally playing kids. So, no matter what happens this season, if we go up, stay up or go down, all Wednesday fans have got to be proud of this team that have stepped out this season, no matter what.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I had us down without a whimper. I had us getting absolutely slapped every single week. I'm not going to lie. I might not have said that, but deep down, that's what I was thinking, that, we're going to be the whipping boys of the league. I know we haven't started off great, but there hasn't been, all right, 3-0 last week wasn't good. But there hasn't been, 4s or the 5s or stuff, which I thought we would have had at this point already. And the fact that, we're 1-0 up in this game and we've got a chance. We've just got to be careful. I think I'll come on to the comments on YouTube in a second. But Aaron, thanks, mate. Do appreciate it. Obviously, I haven't got much time before this second half kicks off. But I want to get James on if I can as well. James, are you there, pal?
I'm here.
How's it going, mate? You all right?
Not bad at all. Great first half.
Yeah, is it what you expected at all? Oh, my camera's just gone off on the. There we go. I've got the backup camera on. It's fine. Did you expect anything like that at all in that first half?
When I saw the lineup, I was it's what I expected it to be. To be fair.
Okay.
And I think Kadamartri and Brown have looked quite good together as a partnership.
Yeah, Aaron was just saying there, they're hunting in packs and closing down, which is obviously fantastic to see, isn't it?
My only concern is we're a bit lopsided. We're all down the left too much. But yeah. Ingleson is playing brilliant. Ingelson's having a stormer again.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he was great against Bristol City, but I think so far this season he's been that player that is hungry, he runs around a lot, and I know people have probably criticised a little bit, saying, that's all he does is runs, but I think it gives the side a bit of energy when they're doing that, and yeah, long may it continue. And what the players
he's
are
also prepared. He's prepared to stick his foot in a head in as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they've all been doing that in that first half. The players are just coming out for the second half, so I'll be jumping off in a second. But James, what did you make to that free kick from Barry Bannon?
I thought that their keeper was at fault, but it was an excellent finish.
I think he's done him with the eyes, to be fair. Well, the keeper thinks that he's going in the other corner, doesn't he? He thinks he's going around over the wall.
When they were before it was taken, I thought, oh Christ, Palmer's going to have a go here.
Yeah, I did think that, to be fair. I was just saying, as he stepped up, I was like, that'll be a turn up for the Bucks if Palmer just kind of sweeps this one into the far corner. But no, it was a great free kick.
All things considered, it's been a fantastic response to last week's result.
Agreed, definitely agreed. Right, I'm going to end this. If you've Cheers, James, for coming on, pal. Do appreciate it, because the second half is just about to get underway. We are over on YouTube as well for those that are listening on X Spaces, so hop over there and let's hopefully we can hang on to this 1-0 win. We'll be back on Sunday as we always are. Myself and Matt.
I think we're going to add to it, to be honest.
I hope we do, James. I really hope we do. But no, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me on X Spaces. We'll be back on the final whistle as well for people to get involved and let us know. But no, cheers, everyone, and we'll see you over on YouTube. Right, I'm just going to read a few of those comments out as we... I need to get the clock sorted, don't I, as well? Why is the clock not working? Second half, what are we on? 45, 30, there we go. Yeah, Portsmouth have come out quick. They have won a corner, but they've taken it short. They've got a man on the edge of the box. He's not used him. It's gone in. That could have been quite costly. Right, I'm going to read some of these comments out. Apologies, I've been neglecting some of the comments whilst I was over on X. I hope you enjoyed that part as well. Trying to get some fan reaction and not just myself as well. So like I said, I hope you enjoy me doing that. I'll be doing more of that full time as well. Let me just make sure I've turned that off, so that's not still going on. So many things you've got to do. Like the camera went off. I'm going to sack that camera off, by the way. Absolute bag of shite. Let's delete that recording. Right, Mark Willis says, I'll check it out. I was 9 years old when we lost both cup finals in 93. Still amazing times, especially compared to nowadays. Stuart says same again in the second half. John, loving it, James. Thank you very much. Gary could have really done with banging a second in when we were dominating. We've seemed to have dropped off 10 yards, though, inviting them on, and we're not good enough defensively to do that. Well, look, we still got a clean sheet. Still 1-0 to us. So I'm sure the lads at the back could disagree with you there, Gary. James, first 10 minutes of the second half are crucial. Need to concentrate and keep focused. Yeah, Portsmouth are going to really come at us. I'm sure they will have got a bit of a bollocking from John Messinio. As Conor Marcher gets past, he's through. It's a heavy touch, but he's got there. Crosses it in, it's blocked, and it's a corner for Sheffield Wednesday on this right-hand side. Louis says, Bannon has scored more goals than Sheffield United in the Championship. Love it. Love all that sort of stuff. Flim says, we are crap in possession, rely too much on counter-attacks. No Murphy, no Party. I thought you were about Sheffield Wednesday then. I think, what are you about crap in possession? 1-0 up. Obviously, clearly a Portsmouth fan there. Elliot says, these are the games where we uncover a gem that otherwise might have just left in normal circumstances. Weaver and Brown, perfect examples today. Every cloud and all that. As Bannon puts the corner in, it's in the 6-yard box. Brown gets his head on it, and it just goes over the bar, and it remains 1-0. James, can we stop being so positive, please? It's unnerving. Positivity is the name of the game. We've got to be positive about some things, haven't we? We don't get much positivity around here, do we? Oliver Larkin, how's Harry Mass settled into the team? Very well, actually, Oliver. Obviously, it's only his second game. He did about an hour or so last week against Bristol City, and he looked decent. I think more for his attacking qualities than his defending, if I'm being honest. But no, he's settling quite well as the ball comes out to this side. The keeper's played an absolute hospital pass there to the left back. Luckily for Portsmouth, the left back deals with it. Ogilvie it is, and wins a throw-in deep in the Portsmouth half, and they go back all the way. Is it going to go to the goalkeeper? Not quite. Spliff says their keeper looks tiny. People say Pierce Charles looks tiny as well. I did see a video. Their goalkeeper got injured, didn't they? Not against Southampton. The one, I want to say the one before. Or it might have been against Southampton, actually, as the Portsmouth player goes down in the box, Never going to be a penalty. To be fair, he doesn't even appeal for it either. Hey, up! What's happened here? Come on, Brown! Come on, Brown! Yes! Get in! What a goal! Get in! The ball's come through, and the Pompey player just goes down. He's done his hamstring or something. I've no idea, but he just stops and he goes down on his haunches. And then George Brown's through. He's absolutely through on goal. I mean, I thought he'd taken far too long, but he's hit it left-footed. He's got one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What a goal! 2-0. Get in. Come on, Wednesday. I did not have us winning 2-0 or being leading 2-0 at any point in any game. Incredible. Yeah, the ball's down the line, and the Pompey player just pulls up and if the Pompey player, the centre back stopped, and he's had a long time to think about where he's going to put it, and the keeper's gone to the left, and the ball's gone in the other corner. Fantastic finish. I say it's gone in the corner. It's gone in the middle of the goal. It's Shaughnessy that's gone down. He's going to be substituted off, but yeah. I mean, you've got to say we're a little bit fortunate. Neville says player injured, no fair play from us. You know what? You've got to play on it in that situation there. Like, he's not going to know what's happened. It's not. It literally happened so quick. I mean, what do you think to it? Should play have stopped? Should play have stopped in that situation? If that had happened to us, how would we feel? I think it's, if it's in the middle of the park, it's a little bit different. But the fact that it's just, I've no idea. Let me know in the comments. Would you feel aggrieved if that had happened to you? Doesn't really matter what we think, because it's 2-0, and we've got to take them. We've got to take any chance or any goal as they come. Matt says, need to pause you. My lolly stick's 2 minutes behind. It's a cross into the box. It comes to Palmer. He heads it. Oh. Elliot James, my bet's actually on. Yeah, for those that don't know, Elliot's had George Brown having a hat-trick. It's Harry Mass, little twinkle toes, and it comes out to the left to Ingleson. Barry Bannon picks it up. Heavy touch, and it's cleared by Portsmouth, and the ball goes sailing straight out for a Portsmouth goal kick. Andrew, play to the whistle. I always said that. Yeah, I mean, that was never going to be a foul, was it? So there was never going to be a whistle. But I don't blame him at all. As Valerie with a bit of a tough tackle in the they played it down the line. Comes in, it's a chance. Another block by the Wednesday defence. Fantastic there. P. Wednesday said, this is the front two. Hugh says, this is fucking embarrassing now, losing to the second worst team in the league. Not anymore, mate. Well, you're still losing, but not second worst. Louis says, stick 10 mil on Brown now, Dej. Yes. Kevin, get in there, George. James, you win some, you lose some, evens itself out over the season. Hugh says it's pronounced Shaughnessy to me. James, just need the Pigs to go goal down now. Yep, the Sheffield double is well and truly on. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, though. There's still a long time to go. Johnny says Portsmouth player is just unlucky, can't complain. Kijoglu, there has never been a problem with this. It is just the players and fans getting involved. You play to the whistle, surely. Neville, I think he should have stopped. Remember, Di Canio? I think under our circumstances, we have done the right thing. Results and goals are going to be hard to come by. Look, if he stops, he gets a few claps and a few, he might get his 5 minutes on Sky Sports News or whatever for doing just that. However, like you said, like we have to take these opportunities as they get presented to us. And I think if it happens against us, yeah, you feel a little bit annoyed, but ultimately, it is what it is. And George Brown's done well. I thought the chance had gone. It took an absolute age to put it in the back of the net, and he still had a lot of work to do as well. Fantastic finish. Richard, play on till the ref blows 100% of the time. Listening along from Turkey. Thank you very much, Richard. Do appreciate it. It's a header. Oh, it's another save. It's a corner that's come in. It's a header from about 10 yards out. The ball's still rattling around, by the way. Still not dealt with it. Another block from Barry Bannon. And it's gone for a goal kick. Is it offside? Not too sure. No idea what's happened there at all. But all I know is there was a great save from Ethan Horvath. The corner's come in. Oh, it's unmarked. Oh, set pieces are Achilles' heel, aren't they? He's unmarked and he's got the header in, and I think Ethan saw it late, but he's dealt with it well. And then we've got pinball inside the box. There's holding going on. There's blocks left, right, and centre. Again, really, really doing the best to keep hold of this clean sheet at the moment. Dern, can't lie, it's a scummy goal, but we need him. Louis, front two in League 1, 20 goals each. Not there yet. We're not in League 1 yet. If you're watching as well and you're not subscribed, do hit that subscribe button. Would really, really appreciate it, of course. Ticked over 4,000 the other day, which is mental when we're only on about 1,000 at the turn of the year. So hope you enjoy all the content that we're putting out seemingly every single day. But we will be doing more of these. Quite enjoy it, actually. I mean, it'll, as Iofa's well out of position and Portsmouth come forward, but it's dealt with. Is it dealt with? No, it's not. Not just yet. It is now. It is it's offside as Ernie Weaver just launches the ball. These flags have been late. Have we got VAR here or what? Jonah says Windass has scored for Wrexham. Well, good for him. For those that are wondering about the scores so far, Blackburn 0, Ipswich 0, red card for Ipswich. Derby 0, Preston 1, Hull 1, Southampton 0, Norwich 1, Wrexham 1, and Sheffield United 0, Charlton 0. Do you know what? I've always wanted to be that. You know the classified results guy. When I was a kid, I used to listen to the results and used to hear him talk, read those results off. Everyone used to pretend, didn't they, that they were that person. That kind of cadence as he reads the results out. Yeah, I always wanted to do that. Bannon lofts it forward. The keeper deals with it as the sun seems to have come out down at Fratton Park and blinding those away fans in that away end. Nate says, how we been playing, watching along from Morocco? We've been playing well, mate. The second half has been more Portsmouth, but I think we're going to come to expect that, really. Portsmouth would have been looking at this game against second bottom, a team that's in absolute disarray, and thinking they're going to, not an easy victory, but, it's one that they're going to get 3 points in. I mean, they still can, by the way. And they found themselves 1-0 down at half time. So, yeah, they've come at us. But, look, we've got the second goal. I think it was James that said earlier the first 10 minutes of this second half can be vital. Yeah, they were. And we've got that second goal. They do say, don't they, 2-0 is a very difficult scoreline. Because how do you play it? You can't really relax. But also, Portsmouth have got nothing to lose, have they? 2-0 down. They're just gonna go for it. As Wrexham have scored a second. They've gone 2-1 up against Norwich. Dern says it's game management now, backs to the wall. Yeah, and this is the thing that's going to worry me is the fitness levels. They haven't had a pre-season. There's not many of them either, is there? We're just coming up to that 60-minute mark as a ball gets slipped in, and Valerie's ball watching there. Max Lowe's done well to clear it, but it's still Portsmouth that are coming forward. Yeah, like I said, we're on 60 minutes now, and you look to that bench, and who are you going to bring on? You know, who are you going to bring on from that bench to kind of, I don't want to say change the game, because we don't need to change it. We're 2-0 up, obviously, but to kind of solidify this 2-0 lead. You look, Yissa Alau, Sean Fashira, Jamal Lowe, Charlie McNeil, Favourite Onik Gabe Otukbayo, Jarvis Thornton and Ike Ugbo. Like, there's no one in there that you think, you know what, I've got an experienced head to bring on to kind of shore it up a little bit. Maybe we could bring Jamal Lowe on, maybe, and you know, George Brown, thank you very much for what you've done. We're gonna you know, bring you off. Thanks for your goal, and bring on someone that can, you know, might be, like I said, a little bit more composed. Maybe, not saying he hasn't done well, but the point I'm making at is there isn't anyone to do what we need to do, and these players have ran the blood to water so far in this game, and I feel like they might. I don't want them to run out of steam, and this half an hour, 35 minutes that we've got until the end are going to be very, very key as to how they do exactly what Dern was saying, and manage this game and make sure that we get to the end of it, you know, and get all 3 points. Andrew says defensively we're immense at the moment as the ball goes forward, and the Portsmouth goalkeeper easily claims it. Oliver needs to use our subs effectively here. Can see Henrik freshen it up in 15 or 20 minutes. Well, 15, 20 minutes, that takes us to 80 minutes, and we've got 10 minutes left there. I think, again, I'll maybe just stick as we are as they come striding forward. Nobody putting a challenge on. As the ball goes in, back stick, nothing doing, sails straight out of play, and it's going to be a Sheffield Wednesday goal kick. Andrew Amass is having a good game, but his out ball scares me every time. Matt, when was Horvath's last clean sheet? I'm going to have a look at that one for you. Ethan Horvath. If anyone wonders where I get all my stats from and stuff, a few places. For stuff like that, Transfer Market without the E on the end, .co.uk is always a good one. Although it's not. Why can't I pick me stats? Where have they gone? Maybe someone else can have a look. When was Ethan Horvath's last clean sheet? Actually, there we go. It's appeared now. All seasons. His last clean sheet was not that long ago, actually. A 0-0 against West Brom when he was playing for Cardiff. Game week 45 on the 26th of April this year. The one before that was the game after us. Do you know what? I can't even remember. He played in the 1-1 draw that we had at their place. I can't remember Ethan Horvath even playing. But then again, I don't really take much notice of the opposition goalkeeper, to be honest. Andrew, we need to bring Smith, Pato and Johnson on. Do you know what, though? You're not wrong. Like, right now, he's crying out for a Michael Smith and a Callum Patterson in it, but we haven't got those players in the squad, have we, anymore? I know we haven't got them players, but we haven't got that type of player to bring on. And that, again, there's only one man to blame for all of that. Another thing as well, by the way, I know we're 2-0 up, and I know, you know, hopefully we can hang on and get the 3 points. The message is still clear. It doesn't matter if we win this game, draw this game, lose this game, or whatever. Let's not stop. Like, you know, things aren't all right at the football club. We are, you know, it's a miracle that we're even competitive at all. And I think that's a testament to the players, also a testament to Henrik as well in the way that he's kind of worked with him in training and things. It's a header. It's I thought that was going in there. Looks like Max Lowe's turned it round for a corner, but it's another scare. But no, the message is still clear. It's still Chantieri out. It's still yellow and black. It's still boycott the games and everything else. Let's not let this, the fact that we're 2-0 up distract us from that overall message. Louis says, is Marvin Johnson still a free agent? I think he is, actually, mate. He was playing paddle yesterday, if his Instagram stories are anything to go by. As we're sitting so deep here, but, you know, it's going to be a long, long old game if we sit deep for the next, 25, 30 minutes or so. And it's actually Jan Valery who's closing the goalkeeper down, the furthest man forward, who just kicks it long and it goes sailing straight out of touch for a Wednesday throw-in. And it is actually Jamal Lowe that is coming on. Oliver says 56% passing accuracy is worrying. Yeah, it is, but who's being booked there? Dom Iorfa? Looks like Dom Iorfa's been booked for time wasting. Brown does well to shake the Portsmouth defender off. Tries to slip Ingleson through, who goes flying into the challenge. No, goal kick. I thought it might be in a corner there. John says Windass has scored again. What, again? Are they three? Oh, he has, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I've got a direct link to Henrik, but George Brown is going to come off and be replaced by Jamal Lowe. So, should be a manager. Mark says we need a few shithouses. Yeah, we just need a few players. A few bodies will do. Don't know why I've still got those headphones on. Take them off. Make your head sweat. I don't know if anyone else wears those sorts of headphones or not. I know I'm quite used to it, and it probably looks weird seeing me without any headphones on, but Jonah says he's got 2. Yeah, I've just seen that. Yeah, Wrexham 3, Norwich 1. What do you make to George Brown? He's done 66 minutes. He's got a goal on his debut as well. Let me know what you think to his league debut, that is. What do you make to his performance this afternoon? Do let me know. Get in the comments. Dern, need to get some in-ear headphones. I mean, I've got my AirPods, but that's so I can listen to the commentary at the same time. You mean the ones that like curl round and like what they use on broadcasting and stuff like that? I quite like these ones though, to be fair. They're all right. They do make me sweat a little bit, but I'm just used to it now. As the ball comes flying in across the box, Palmer's never going to get there in a month of Sundays. Up the Owls said, rate goal that, though, from George Brown. I mean, look, he was gifted, but he still had a lot to do, didn't he? You know, even though, I go back to what I said about, at the top of the show. He made them runs in the first half. You don't see other players doing that. Grimsby game, the chance that he had, he was there. He was the man that's at the back post to try and put the ball in the back of the net. Again, I know their lad, fell over and, obviously pulled up with an injury, but he was still in that position. He was still making that run to get there. He didn't give it up. He was making that run. And look, you do that and you get your just rewards, don't you? So more than I've been impressed with him. Like I said, I kind of wanted him to start anyway. We had no to lose, and what's old EK Ugbo thinking? Sat on the bench, but no, more than impressed. Andrew said if Carlsberg did debut, as the ball goes in, it's a header. It's gone wide. No real threat to Ivan Hovath there. A reminder as well, we're going to be, if he was here for half time and we did we had the instant half time reaction, we're going to have an instant match reaction at full time. So if you want to come up and speak to me, I always like to speak to everyone. Do get over to X at WTID pod is where you need to go, which I'm sure everyone knows all that already. And you can come up and speak to me and have a chat, and let's talk about hopefully our first 3 points of the season. But again, I'm not getting ahead of myself. It's still 21 minutes to go in this game as Portsmouth give the ball away, and we do exactly the same and give the ball straight back to them. and they pass it out to this right-hand side, look to get the cross in, but it's blocked again. Come on. A deep cross, the back stick, even Horvath, very easy. Oliver said, Matt must be loving it in that away end. I'm sure he is, pal. We'll be hearing all about it tomorrow. 8 o'clock on YouTube. Obviously available on all the podcasting platforms on Monday morning. Low slips, Cadamarteri in. Hit it, Cadamarteri. He does hit it. It's a save. It's gone straight to Bannon again. Come on, son. Keep it. Keep the possession. Valerie switches the play. Harry Amass on this left-hand side. It was a great chance that from Cadamarteri. Did really well. Jamal Lowe, give him some credit for the pass to put him through. Fucking hell, damn I off. I shit myself then. Did a turn and sent the Portsmouth lad for an hot dog. Has anyone else noticed it when Ethan Horvath kicks the ball? I mean, I've got no need to talk. I won't be able to kick the ball from one end to the other. But it kind of like, it's such a weird kicking stroke. He almost like stabs at the ball as he kicks it. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that at all, or is that just me? But just showing you a replay of Cadamarteri's effort. He does hit it well, but the keeper, I'd be very, very concerned if the keeper was to let that one in as Portsmouth come forward, and it's a corner to Portsmouth. How many corners is that they've had? It feels like they've had quite a few. 5th corner of the season. Neville, would you take a draw? If it were 1-0, I'd say yeah. 2-0, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a really deep corner. Always have a man on the line. They've headed it, and it's Max Lowe that's on the line. Even Horvath was rooted to the spot. Max Lowe heads it away, and the ball's booted clear all the way to the Portsmouth goalkeeper. Neville says, I'm nervous still, even being 2-0 up. Up the Owl says, going to be 3 this. Well, I mean, look, I still think there's goals in it. And it's a long ball forward from Portsmouth, dealt with by Max Lowe. Bannon picks it up in the middle of the park. Lovely play. Ball out on the left-hand side with Harry Amass. He's looking for Jamal Lowe. It's a long ball. He's got there. Come on, then. Find him. Whoa. He's got to lay it off for Cadamarteri there. He's got to lay it off to him. It's a great pass by Harry Amass. Again, down that left-hand side. Jamal Lowe has done great to get past his defender. I think the defender's got the bounce all wrong, but he's cut it back, and Cadamarteri's there. I mean, it's a tight angle from Jamal Lowe, but he's got to pull it back to Cadamarteri, who's, well, he had a bit of a shout at him. He had a bit of a go at him. Maybe he's got to shout a little bit louder. I know Jamal Lowe's eager to get a goal, but he's got to pass it to Cadamarteri there. Bannon with an out-swinging free kick in front of them away fans. Left-footed, he brings it in. Ball's bouncing around and it's booted away by the Portsmouth defenders. You can hear the Portsmouth fans, by the way, getting very, very angry. It's the word to use. Lots of moaning. And I suppose rightly so, really. Like if the shoe was on the other foot, if we're playing against a team that's in absolute dire straits and you're 2-0 down at home as well, in front of what looks like a packed Fratton Park, you're going to be pissed off, aren't you? As the ball round the corner is dealt with by Palmer, who boots it into the Fratton end. I was concerned when Palmer's sat on the ground, but he's all right. He's just pulling his socks up and he'll carry on. You know what? Anywhere will do, really. Don't blame him with that one. He's covered well. Dern says, you take this win, though. Don't think we lose it now. Famous last words. Corner comes in from Portsmouth. And it's... The fuck's happened there? I thought they were going to score there. I thought it was going in, but Ethan Horvath's clawed it away. Oh dear, I need to have heart rate monitor on. Get a little heart rate monitor sign on the screen because it's fizzed in. Ooh, it's fizzed in, and they get a touch, can't control it, and it goes out for a Wednesday goal kick. Wigan says, "You are right with dire straits. We've got money for nothing." Portsmouth are making a change. Koznovsky. Good Scrabble score, that one. Yeah, good save. I want to see that again, actually. I do want to see that save. People commenting, messaging me on the shop. When will more scarves be in stock? Tuesday, Mark, if you're watching. You're probably not. But anyway, I'll message you back in a bit. Sean, when can we get more scarves in black and gold? Tuesday, Sean. Or get yourself down to Hillsborough before the QPR game. Get there a bit early, and you might be able to get one from all the sellers that are flogging them. They can only get 1,000 a week. I was talking to Jake, and apparently the guys that are making them are working nights to get them out there. Because apparently they're making them for NFL. An NFL, is the NFL game on down at the Tottenham Stadium or something at some point soon? But yeah, they're making scarves for that event as well. "15 minutes to go, plus stoppage time, as we look to go forward, and it's a corner. Alleviates some of the pressure." Dern says, "Over looking for a highlight reel." Yeah, it does certainly look like, doesn't it? It's Max Lowe that's kind of pinged it in, looking for Cadamarteri, but Portsmouth clear it, and it's another Barry Bannon corner. Bannon, another outswinger from that left-hand side in front of the away fans. It comes in. It's only to the edge of the box, and he strikes it. It's come back to Bannon on this left-hand side. Passed into Valerie. Come on, let's get... taking it to corner. Oh, lovely little bit of skill from the Tunisian international. Well, last time we could say that we had a player going to the World Cup, and I hope he does get to the World Cup as well. He should do. He does start for Tunisia. But it is a throw-in for Portsmouth on this left-hand side. Who are not wasting any time. They've 13 minutes to go. They're 2-0 down. They are not going to be time-wasting at all. Dern says, "We're playing abroad or something, by the way. It's chucking it down here." Yeah, it is. For those that know, these Velux windows, they're great for getting light in. Absolutely terrible when it's pissing it down with rain. Wigan says torrential in Wigan. Didn't Wigan get an absolute pasting as well earlier, by the way, by Bolton? Ingleson takes it over halfway, just brings it back. Ball played up to Cadamarteri, who's heading to the corner, but he slips Bannon in. Come on, Bannon. He's got Jamal Lowe to aim for. Oh, chance. It's come to Bannon. Edge of the box. Hit it. Valerie. Oh! It's a save. It's come out to Bannon on this left-hand side. Didn't have Valerie having a shot as on my bingo card. This is a much, much better performance. I know Portsmouth have come back into it. Oh, it's a tackle. It's a rash tackle from Max Lowe on the halfway line. It's going to be a yellow card. But you know what? Like, Portsmouth are going to come back into it, and rightly so. But this has been a fantastic performance. Did not expect this at all. And you know what? Fair play. Henrik has chucked in Ernie Weaver. He's put George Brown in there. And so far, and whatever happens, they've both done Henrik proud, and they've done all the fans proud as well. It's just a shame that it's in these circumstances, isn't it, really? But Portsmouth on the right-hand side look to get a cross in. He's gone deep to the back stick, and it's going to be a goal kick to Sheffield Wednesday. He can protest all he wants, but it definitely came off the back of his head. Dern says, if anything can be seen as a positive this season, the players must be the closest you can get. We can see that on the pitch today, I think. Yeah, definitely. I agree. And this win, if we get the win, I'm not counting me chickens before they've hatched, but this performance will go a long, long way. And if we can hold on, and if we can get the 3 points, then yeah, it'll be a massive, massive boost. We've got QPR on Saturday. We were only saying last week. I can't see. Well, yeah, it was last Sunday. I can't see where the next goal's going to come from, let alone the next point or a win. And they've just totally proved us all wrong, haven't they? Really. A reminder: if you want more content from myself and Matt, head over to Patreon. Patreon.com/WTID pod is where you need to go for all of that. You'll get extra time immediately after we do the main show tomorrow, around about 9:45 if you want to watch it live. Also get the preview show as well, so I'll be doing one with a QPR fan midweek ahead of their trip to Hillsborough next weekend, of course. So, yeah, lots and lots going on as it's a loose pass from Portsmouth. They get away with it, and they come down this left-hand side, look to put a ball in the box. It's put in, it's headed away by Harry Amass. It's a bit of an onslaught here at the moment. We can't really get out of our own half, but we're 2 goals to the good. Come on. Defend resolutely. It's crossed in, it's gone deep, it's gone over the bar, and it's going to be a goal kick. How frustrating is that? When you are 2-0 down, when you are chasing a game, and you get into a fairly promising position, and you don't even have a chance. The ball just goes sailing over, out of play. Normally it's a who was it last season that would do something like that? I can't get Jan Paveda's name out of my head. Ball goes forward. Daz says I should bet on the opposition more often. I can remember in League One when I was doing that, I was betting on Ipswich and Plymouth both to win, because obviously if any of them slipped up, I'd lose my bet. But it didn't matter because we were obviously on a massive, a mad winning run. As the ball goes forward, no problem whatsoever, and even Horvath will just wait until he gets closed down to pick the ball up. Yeah, and it's like a win-win for me. I'd win some money if we didn't close the gap, and or we would close the gap. I'd lose the bet, but I wouldn't be that bothered really. It's a long goal kick from Ethan Horvath. What a touch from the Portsmouth defender, by the way. 8 minutes left. Less than 8 minutes left of regular time. Still Sheffield Wednesday 2, Portsmouth 0. It'll be a massive, massive win. The cross comes in. Nobody touches it. Oh, he has touched it. Didn't look like it touched anyone there, but he has gone out for a Pompey corner. Andrew says, I've got to walk the dogs after this. Just let them out in garden. They'll be right. Don't report me to RSPCA, anyone, please. Please don't. I didn't say that really. Go and get them. Put big coats on and go and take them for a walk. Andrew also says, Pedersen and the whole squad get full respect. The ball's bobbling around in the box, by the way. Get rid of it, someone. Here's another corner. Yeah, Andrew said Pedersen and the whole squad get full respect, not only for today but for every game so far. Yeah, it's not their problem at all. The ball, absolute pinball there. Ernie Weaver, not his finest moment there. Didn't do anything wrong, but corner comes in. It's 6-yard box. It's a header. It's a save. Fucking hellfire. Ethan Horvath, do you know what? We can say what we want about him, but he is just keeping that ball out the goal however he can. It's a header. It's a great header. It's probably 7-8 yards out, downwards, done exactly what he should do, and Ethan Horvath with the save, and it's another corner that comes in. Get rid. Liam Palmer, half-hearted attempt at getting rid of the ball. It comes to halfway, And Portsmouth look to start again. There's 6 minutes left. Yeah, Kev, get it forward. Yeah, I'm turning to that bloke that sits behind me, who, incidentally, by the way, still sits behind me. He didn't not get a season ticket. He is actually there, unfortunately. So cross comes in. Ernie Weaver with another header. It's on this left-hand side. Portsmouth coming forward again. It's another cross. It's sailed it once again. He is dog shit. Whoever that is on the left-hand side. Absolute dog shit. Is it Dorrell? Dorrell? Is it Bianchini, number 11? Absolute dog shit. It's probably the third time he's crossed it in and it's gone straight over everyone, straight over the bar and straight out for a goal kick. Kev says, who's your man of the match? It's not finished yet, but if I had to give it now, man of the match would be... I mean, it's hard to look past George Brown, isn't it, really? I think he's done fantastic. Ernie Weaver's done great as well. I'd have to give it to George Brown just for his goal, and I think he's had a few chances as well, and tireless running, working really well with Bailey Cadamartri. So, yeah, I'd definitely give it to him. Is it a foul? Yes, it is. Davey says, for fuck's sake, blow the whistle, ref. 5 minutes yet. Oliver, this commentary is going to finish me off. What do you mean? Look, do you know what as well, by the way? You watch commentary and you think, piece of piss that, I could do better. It's fucking difficult. It is so difficult to try and commentate on the game. And I know I'm not just commentating on the game, I'm trying to interact with everyone. I did see that Andrew Ingleson off for Shearer. Another substitute. Just legs in it. Ingleson's, as we kind of come to expect really at the moment, that certainly this season, he's run his blood to water. Just Eat, you've just sent me a promotion. Not now, Just Eat. Not now. Daz, if you find out that he doesn't get a season ticket for next season, you have to get one of your mates to buy one in the sly in his seat. He's not going to come back, is he? As Iofa just blasts it straight into the stand on this near side. Oh, it's a push. No, nothing coming. Looked like it could have been a penalty. That's a poor pass. Wednesday pick it up. Get rid. Oh. Cadamartri looks like he's pulled up there with something. Is it cramp? Might just be cramp. Dern, what's the promo? I've got rid of it. I've got rid of it now. I've no idea. £8 off it said or something. No idea. Looks like, I hope it is just cramp. Cadamartri's down. It isn't time wasting because he ran for that ball and he pulled up and it looked like he was stretching his right leg. I don't think it is an injury. I think it is just cramp. But I'd get him straight off and get Ugbo on. There's no point in risking anyone at all. Whilst it is a break, North Stand T-shirt, black and gold. I'm sure you've seen them. There's been loads that I've seen people buying. WTIDpod.myshopify.com is where you need to go. You can get one if you order it now. It should get there for Thursday, maybe Friday. I don't have any in stock. I don't hold any stock. They're all print on demand, but they tell me 4 to 5 working days. So if you do get one now, then you should get one in time for Saturday's game against QPR. Cadamartri is up. Looks like he's walking all right, but he's going to come off and he's going to be replaced by Mr. Ike Ugbo. John says, James, you should have the live video printer. We'll be like watching Sky Sports. I will ask that, actually. I will ask, see if we can if they can get it. Spliff says it's like £5 to remove the My Shopify from the domain. I know I have got a domain. WTID.co.uk is the domain. I've not got around to changing it, but shop.wtidpod or wtid.co.uk maybe. Thing is, if I change it, I'll just tell people the wrong URL. It's ingrained in me now. Fred Jack says, can't wait for Brown, McNeil, Cads operating as a front three. The future is Wednesday, all beyond DC. Daz, are you going to be selling that football shirt you had done Wednesday where it was a football shirt but with WTID on the badge because that was a top shirt? That green and white one? Limited edition, that one. I might bring it back. Who knows? As Ugbo comes striding forward. Just take it to the corner, lad. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes to hold on. That's it going, Ugbo. In that corner, son. What are we doing here? Another question. Will scarves be in stock? Everyone wants a yellow and black. Do you know what? To be fair, they were like a collector's edition, weren't these scarves? You know, in like 10, 15 years' time, or when you... I can see it now, I know there's a ball booted out for a corner, another corner to Portsmouth. But no, I can see it now, like, you know, when you get 15, 20 years' time, whatever, your kids or your grandkids, and you're looking through some stuff and you get the yellow and black scarf out and they go, oh, Grandad, like, why have you got a yellow and black scarf when we're playing blue and white? Come and sit here, lad. Let me just tell you about those, the 10 years under Dave Ponchan's era. I've lived through the Dave Ponchansieri era. Kevin says, watch Ugbo finally get his goal now. Well, he needs something, like something for his confidence. Corner comes in. It's a Barry Bannon corner, that one. Doesn't even beat the first man. And Max Lowe boots it clear, gets to halfway. Bouncing ball, dealt with. Barry Bannon still running. Go on, Baz, get there. Keeper. Oh, keeper's done a Cruyff turn. Fair play, lad, but you're 2-0 down. Ball pumped into the corner of the box. Picked up by Portsmouth. Fischer with not a foul. It looked like a foul, but it's not. And he's going to keep going. Go on, Fischer. Get into that corner, lad. Go on, son. Show him Fischer. No, he's not going to go to the corner. Yes, he is. He's taking the piss out of him. Back to Palmer. Oh, it is a foul. Yeah, come on. A reminder, on the full-time whistle, we'll be heading over... Well, this stream will still be staying up for around about 15, 20 minutes. But... Charlton 1, Sheffield United 0. It's on. The Sheffield double is on, guys. Fucking Chris Wilder. Cry more, lad. Get in. Oh, my God. Oh, that's me. Mind the gap, Sheffield United. Love it, love it, love it. Obviously, people have been getting the notifications in that away end because Mind the Gap is ringing out around Fratton Park. And even Horvath collects the ball, nothing doing. There's 2.5 minutes left for Sheffield Wednesday's first win of the season. Ugbo's through. Come on, son. Ugbo. No. Hit it. He's crossed it across the box. Nobody there. Who's gambling? Right, I'm getting myself ready for full time. A reminder, head over to Twitter or X at WTID Pod is where you need to go. As Ernie Weaver just boots the ball into touch. Imagine having no points. Imagine having 4 points, Dern. 4 points. Portsmouth on this left-hand side. Cross comes in. It's deflected, but it goes straight into Horvath's hands. Do you know what? Hats off to those lads. They have been up against it at times. But do you know what? It's that fight, that battle, and that desire that we haven't seen all season. And fair play to them today because they've put the necks on the line. You know, Barry Bannon, how many block shots has he had on the edge of the box? 3, 4, 5? It felt like about 10. Good tackle there from, looks like Max Lowe as we enter the final minute. Right, I'll start the Twitter Spaces so we're ready for when the full-time whistle goes. What's happening here? You haven't missed anything, by the way. Last 30 seconds. Portsmouth have a free kick, but there's literally seconds left of the 6 minutes that are added on. I can't get Twitter Spaces to work for some reason. I've no idea what's happening. Work! Yeah, Louis says, never felt more like singing the blues when Wednesday win. United lose, oh Wednesday. You got me singing the blues. Punched by Ethan Horvath. That's the final whistle. Get in. Get in. It's finished. Sheffield Wednesday 2. Portsmouth 0. It is a Sheffield double, Jonah. It is a Sheffield double. Come on! Let me know in the comments, what did you make to that performance? Fantastic for me. You know, I did not expect it. Did not expect them to get anything from this game, but they have done. They've got 3 points. It's the first 3 points of the season. It's the first win. George Brown with a goal as well. How important is that one going to be? Barry Bannon with a free kick. That set the tone in the first 10, 12 minutes or so. Right, let me see if I can get this Twitter Spaces sorted so we can get reaction from everyone else. Pompey 0. Wednesday 2. If I can spell properly. Look at what it means to Henrik Pedersen there. I don't think I can get it working. So apologies. Kev says, defo need more of these, James. Really enjoyed it. Look, if you're I'm about to say if you're superstitious, but we didn't win against Grimsby, did we, in midweek? But no, I would like to do more of these if we can. Looks like Twitter Spaces is not working. Typical that's not working on an evening like this. Matt says, outstanding from these lads, massively improved. More than anything, you felt they really wanted this up the Owls. Mark says, mind the gap, pigs. Justin, great result. I expected the worst. A lot of people did. A lot of people, I saw comments earlier today saying we're going to get pumped. This is going to be the first game where we get an absolute hammering. And it didn't come. And it's not come. And you know what? fair play to the lads. I've still got the clock still going. We're not in the 99th minute. We're not. It's full time, and it is Sheffield Wednesday 2, Portsmouth 0. Still going on at Hull, still going on at Norwich as well. But I am going to look at the league table because it looks brilliant. We're not out of the bottom 3 just yet. Sheffield United rooted to the bottom. They all thought it would change today. They got their flags out for Chris Wilder's return. It never came. They're rooted on the bottom. A lot of red and a lot of red L's. Oxford on 2 points. They've drawn. They've not played today. Apologies. We're on 4 points now with that win in 22nd. Derby on 5 points in 21st. Watford 5 points in 20th. Southampton, they've not. They're losing 3-1 to Wrexham at the moment. They're down there on 6 points, as are Blackburn as well. It's looking a lot better down there. Wigan says first win, first direct free kick. First away win, first clean sheet. Anything else? First win for Henrik Pedersen as manager of Sheffield Wednesday, of course. Mark says Georgie Brown, Chansiri put him on the market, 47 million. Not quite, but I know where you're coming from with that one, Mark. Andrew said massive win. That Cole says this is football heritage. Do you know what as well? Again, I think most fans would have said the same. Like we didn't know where a win was coming from. We've had 2 games of football. All right, one being in the cup. We haven't had a shot on target. We weren't great last week against Bristol City. I thought that they looked tired. They didn't look tired at all today. The running that they've been doing. Henrik Pedersen said that as well. That the running stats weren't good enough. They weren't there. But they certainly ran today. Again, I come back to the blocks. Barry Bannon has been immense in that middle of the park. The goal he got as well. I got asked earlier about man of the match. It seems, he seemed a bit of a cop-out to give it Barry Bannon all the time, but I think he ran that midfield today. Portsmouth weren't good either. It's easy to say they weren't good. They've been beat by the team that's bottom of the league 2-0. But I think we've made them play like that. The pressing that Kadamartri and Brown did, absolutely fantastic. Great to see. Justin says, how much have the pigs spent on transfers? A lot. Andrew, for the fans, that one, definitely. All those travelling fans that have gone down to Portsmouth, definitely worthwhile, 100%. Let's see if I can get this Twitter Spaces working, so I want to get other people up. I want to get people, I want to hear from people as well. So let me, let's put match reaction. I don't want to record it. Start now. Let's see if I can get it working. Let's see if it can, because it is really annoying me. Oh, it looks like it's going to be working. Getting result. I'll just keep this on while people jump in. If you do want to jump over, head over to @WTID Pod on X. Join the Twitter Spaces and press request to talk on the bottom left. I want to hear what you think to this 2-0 win. Massive win, really, when it comes to the grand scheme of things. If you're just joining, we're all live over on YouTube as well. We've just done the watch-along. I want to know your reaction. I want to get your reaction to that 2-0 win against Portsmouth. Press that request to talk button on the bottom left and I will bring you up. Let me know what you thought to the performance today. I've got G that wants to speak. G, how's things, mate? You all right? G, do you want to unmute yourself, pal?
Hello.
Mate.
Sorry about that.
2-0 against Portsmouth. Did you expect that at all, pal?
I did not see that coming. Jesus, what the hell just happened? Am I dreaming here or what?
It does feel like that, doesn't it? To be fair, what? Yeah, I mean, who stood out for you? I got asked earlier who my man of the match was, and I kind of picked George Brown for his goal. But
James, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you loud. Yes, I can hear you, pal.
Sorry, I just went off for a second, but yeah,
who was
see that coming.
Who was your man of the match, George? Who did you have as man of the match?
Hello?
Looks like George is having.
Sorry, I can't hear you well.
Looks like G's having a few problems. So I'll just do press that request to talk button on the bottom left if you're over on X Spaces. Do come up to speak. I want to hear from as many fans as we possibly can. Get on here. Let me know what you thought to that win. Andrew says beat Cisco's points total. Yes, didn't Cisco have? I want to say 3 points after 10 games. I mean, he's certainly beating it after 6 anyway. So 4 points after 6 games for Henrik Pedersen at the moment. Let's see if I can bring James up to speak if we can. James, pal, how are you going, mate? You all right? How's things, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good boy. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to your microphone, mate, but you sound like you're underwater. But I don't know if you can. I don't know if there's something wrong with it or not. But yeah, it's a great result. James, I've no idea what's happening to your microphone, but it sounds horrendous. I can't really hear you, so I don't know if you want to jump out. And
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can, mate. James, what did you make to that performance, pal?
It's probably why I should put your microphone down, Jap side, innit? Anyway, yeah, pretty good result.
Pretty good. Is that all? 2-0, first win of the season. I didn't think this was going to come for a long, long time, but I certainly didn't have a 2-0 win away at Portsmouth. Yeah, what did you make?
Mate, I'm fucking. We're getting on the piss tonight, eh? God, I'm fucking buzzing, lad.
James, it's a Sheffield double, pal, as well, which makes it all the sweeter, doesn't it? Really.
Well, to be honest with you, James, I'm fucking buzzing. What a fucking performance! You know what I mean? What a performance! How embarrassing is it for Portsmouth? And I don't care what anyone says about that George Brown goal rate. Not being funny or out, but anyone would do the same to us. You know what I mean? Without hesitation.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen people crying on Twitter about it already, and it's like, well, what do you want them to do? Just stop. What I replied to someone earlier saying, what if that player goes down and then he gets back up about 15 seconds later?
Yeah, exactly. He didn't go down
like a mug, don't you?
It weren't in pain, and it weren't normally when you see that. Like, you know, it's. I mean, people are saying. I saw something in the comments on about Di Canio when that happened to him, but that's different. That was the keeper. That's the keeper that went down. If my memory serves me right. No, with West Ham. This wasn't the keeper. This is just the defender that goes down, and he's not in. He just goes onto his haunches. And it all happens so quickly as well. You know, he could have just slipped. For all George Brown knows, how does he know what's actually happened to him? He's not going to go up to him and ask him, is he? And say, "Oh mate, have you pulled your hamstring or what's happened?" You know, he doesn't know what's happened to him. All he's doing is he's ran onto the ball. And I mean, to be fair, I thought it took far too long to get the shot away. But what do I know? I'm not a championship goal scorer like George Brown is now. But no, it was. It was a fantastic performance, I think. Do you know what I thought, James? It was the battle that we saw, and kind of there was a challenge. There was a block from Max Lowe in the 6-yard box. Ernie Weaver got a few blocks in as well. Barry Bannon had about 7 on the edge of the box, and that's something that, for me, that's the biggest takeaway from this result is that they've all pulled together and they've all kind of, you know, I don't want to use Steve Bracknell's quote, but they're all together as one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a proper sort of spirit, wasn't there, about that one? I mean, you could tell they were just fighting for each other, and they felt. I think today is the first proper game. I mean, other than maybe Leeds, where you could genuinely say that there was a team there rather than just 11 players out on the pitch. You know what I mean? It felt very well organised, and I know we had a couple of chances, which, you know. Let's be honest as well, all of us had a game as well. Yeah. How many saves has he made today? Like, good saves as well, not ones that he should just be making. I mean, the one from the header earlier on where he had to get down, I mean, top quality for me. So we can't forget about him either. He's had a great game for me.
Yeah,
everyone really been great.
Yeah, he's made 4 saves according to the official stats. So. Yeah, he's not one that he does scare me from time to time, but I think look, it's a clean sheet. There's no pictures, is there? It just says Portsmouth have scored no goals and Ethan Hove has kept a clean sheet. So happy days when it comes to that.
I'm a bit nervous with that free kick. Yeah, on it really, and yeah, really good performance from him.
Sorry, I just lost you there.
Hello?
as my phone connected to my AirPods as I took them out of my ears. That'll teach me to do that next time. But no, I've got you back now as well.
Just me on here now.
Sorry about that, pal. I do apologise, James. That teach me to try and take me ear.
I thought I were hosting show for a minute then.
James, if you want to, pal,
I'll take it over.
You could do, mate. James, thanks for coming on, pal. Do really appreciate it as always. If anyone else wants to come up and speak, press that request to talk button on the bottom left.
All right, cheers, pal.
Cheers, pal. I'll bring you up. Let's bring Big Artie Shaw up. I've got Paul that wants to speak as well. How's it going, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm going to be quite quick here because I've just come onto the ground. 3-word match review. Disciplined.
It sounds like it's blowing an absolute gale where you are, pal. But what did you make of that performance, pal?
Well, as I say, 3-word match review. Committed, deserved, and disciplined. It was absolutely a really good performance. That second goal, I'll tell you something. Brown come past him and then he pulled up, and for all I'm concerned, you play it at whistle, and referee didn't blow it, so he took his chance, and that's how it is. And these are the chances what we need to make. Because if we don't take them, then we ain't going to win games. All I can say is Weaver, national born leader. He absolutely commanded that back line. Absolutely commanded it to the point where you had seasoned pros listening to what he was actually saying to him.
Yeah.
He's pushing Iofa out. He's pushing them all out, and he's telling them where to go. He got to the point where Iofa, in first half, made a bit of a faux pas, and he actually put his hand up as if to go to Weaver. Sorry, mate, I'll nearly let you down here. So we've got a person now who can lead in back row, and it just made it so comfortable. Goalkeeper pulled some good saves out first half, though. He paddled it back into play. Bannon's quickly told him to stop doing that. But other than that, I was well impressed by the result.
Just quickly before I let you go, pal. What was the? Obviously, you've been down there. What was the atmosphere like down there?
Good. You'll hear all Wednesday fans are coming past now. So good atmosphere. Pompey fans, they appreciated it. They applauded and everything like that. But I tell you something, you couldn't time it. You could not time it. As soon as they started to stop clapping, suddenly Bannon scores first goal. You couldn't even time that.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Great to see. I'm gonna let you go, pal, because
leave you to it, mate.
No worries. I'm sure I'll speak to you on Wednesday as well. Cheers, pal. Thank you very much for your comments, mate. Appreciate it.
Mate.
Let's come to Paul next as well, who's waiting in the wings. Paul, mate, how's it going? You all right? Paul, are you there? Paul, I can see you muting and unmuting. Are you there, pal? You might want to jump out and jump back in, Paul. I'm not sure why it's not working. I'm just going to come to some comments if I can. Cyrus says, whatever Brown is on, they need to increase it when they can. I'm guessing you mean in terms of wages, not something else that he's on. James says, told you we'd get another. What a calm, measured finish from Brown. Personally, I'd have taken a mass off for Lowe and let him have a run wide left, his favoured position. Bang that drum, mapping. Look, it doesn't really matter, does it? At the end of the day, it's Sheffield Wednesday 2. It's Portsmouth 0. It's 3 points on the board. It's a Sheffield double, of course, as well. Paul, are you there, pal?
Can you hear me?
I can hear now, mate. How's it going?
What did I say about Brown last week?
I know. He's a
nuisance.
Yeah.
He's a nuisance. He harasses them. He's got pace. If Wednesday play, if Ugbo could have half the urgency that Brown's got, You know, a little bit of pace, a little bit of grit, bit of strength. I thought they set up well today. I think that Amas is great. You know, obviously now the club's worth 250 million now. So we've obviously scared anybody off. I wonder if Des couldn't get actually Wi-Fi. You know, if he's in, is he in Africa selling his gold? I hope he got Wi-Fi. I hope he got to see it.
He might not even know we've even won a game of football. He probably didn't even know we were playing this weekend as well.
Well, I think the message is very, very loud and very, very clear. Everybody we go to, every ground we go to, seems to support the black and gold. You know, it's just embarrassing for this bloke now. Just sell the club and let us have half a chance of staying up. You know, at the minute, I'm going to enjoy this weekend like we all are, but let's not get carried away. Those 3 points can be taken because of one man.
Yeah,
let's just enjoy this weekend. But
I said that when it was 2-0 as well. Let's not distract from the bigger picture, which is that the bloke is an absolute clown at the top, and
not at all.
And he's the reason why we are in down there and celebrating like we've won the league. You know, just because we've beaten Portsmouth 2-0. The bar has been set so low because of him that we're reacting like this. But
let's have a look. Let's have a look at Windass getting 2 goals as well, who probably arguably should have been at the club still if the club had been managed right. There's so many holes. And you know what? I've got to point my wall outside my house, and it's a right mess. But I tell you what, it'd be quicker to fix than this club.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's going to take a lot to turn it around, isn't it? Really. But I mean, Paul, the heart and the desire that the players showed today is it's something that we can't sustain it. However, they've put that effort in today, and they've got the 3 points, and I suppose they've got
legs, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a mixture of legs and youth. You know, Amas. I thought Weaver was exceptional. I think he's going to be an absolute valuable asset to this club, as is Brown. I think Brown's only going to get a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger. He's very mobile. He's quick. Thought he took his goal well. Yet it was unfortunate what happened to the player. But, you know, he took his goal well. Kadamata's running him to death. He's running him to death. There's a lot to be said for legs, really. I mean, we can have all the ability in the world. We're obviously missing creativity in the crucial parts. You know, Baz is not getting any younger. He's had a great game today, but, you know, he's 35. Palmer's 34. But, you know, when you combine it with that youth, if we can get that... we've got cover to an extent, but, I mean... we just need to be able to bring a couple of free transfers in at least to help, little experience or something like that. Because I thought as well, James, can I just say I thought Valerie was unbelievable today.
Yeah, I think, do you know what? I think everyone to a man. I don't think there were one bad performance from any of them, really. You know, when you look at it, young lads have come in and looked natural in the positions. I think even, you know, Dom Iorfa had a half decent game as well. I don't think he did anything particularly wrong. I thought Cads and Brown at the up top, you know, chasing everything down. And I think someone came on at half time and saying how they're like, you know, hunting in packs and again put them under pressure. How many times did we turn the ball over up in their half? And that's what you need to do. Just a word on Barry Bannon's free kick, Paul.
Just a magician, isn't he? Get him the eyes. I think he get him the eyes, didn't it? Actually, I thought no disrespect, but I thought their keeper was really poor. But not for the free kick. I thought he's still got it in his locker, Annie Baz, thankfully. You know what? I'd just like to say, if he'd have walked away, I can't even imagine watching Wednesday this season.
I know.
Because I think he's got that little bit that you do pay for. And that free kick is it's right up there, isn't it, really? But the keeper as well, before I go, credit to the keeper. He's pulled 2 or 3 worldies off today.
Yeah, and you know what? He gets a bit of stick, doesn't he? I mean, I'm not his biggest fan, I must admit. However, it's a clean sheet. He kept him out. However, he's done it. Fair play. Do you know what I mean? And long may it continue. And I think that the biggest thing for me, Paul, is it will be a massive confidence booster, not only for keeper, but for all of them, really. Everyone. Manager,
Wait
players.
for it now, James. Wait for it now, mate. Wait for it now. Stop the boycotting. Wait for the calls now. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Just,
yes, mate. I know.
The fans have got to just keep your head, fans. Just, you know, it's not good. We've had one good game and we can go away. And unfortunately, Sheffield United has lost, aren't they? That's a shame.
What a shame! What a big shame, mate. Really big shame that Chris Wilder.
I didn't see that though. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I did not see that. When that flashed up on my telly, I was like, "What on earth?"
I know. It's
That
like all
might
the
not be the
Christmases have
easiest fix.
come at once. Do you know what people say? Oh, you're obsessed. You're this, that, and the other, mate. Like I'm going to work on Monday, and I work with a few United fans. Unfortunately, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, yeah, you do look, you do see it. I've got family members that are as well, so you are going to look at what their scores are. And
well, the only thing I've been hammered on is Danny Ings, Danny Ings, Danny Ings, Danny Ings, Danny Ings, and I'm like, right, where is he? Where is Danny Ings?
Anyway,
so, but
Paul, massive thanks for coming on, pal.
Cheers, mate.
Do really
Take it
appreciate
easy.
it as always. Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. I'm going to come to Ted in a second. I'm just going to read a few more comments out. Duran says, great win on the road. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? James says Ugbo wouldn't have scored the Brown goal. He probably wouldn't have. He probably would have put the ball out, sportsmanship and all that. But Brown did everything right. Ref didn't stop the game, and there is no law saying it has to be. Scotch 24 says, is Bannon 35 or 25? You wouldn't have guessed it today. No, he was running all over. You saw that, didn't you? In injury time, Barry Bannon absolutely sprinting to chase the keeper down. I know he did a little Cruyff turn to get past him, but still, putting pressure on him. It runs and runs and runs like a little Yorkshire Terrier, that little lad. Let's come to Ted then next. Ted, how's it going, mate? You all right?
All right, yeah.
What a win, Ted. 2-0 away at Portsmouth. What a win.
Well, when I seen team sheet, like, I seen what I saw on Facebook all morning, we're going to get better here. And I says, you know what? I went, these young ones are going to be our next generation of players, and they're going to go down, like we all know that. So give them some experience, so they're ready for next season in League One. It should be a little bit easier for them. One thing got baffled me when he played. I thought he played Weavers today, but he played a bit full 90 against Grimsby, which surprised me. I thought he'll give him half a game against Grimsby and he'll be playing Saturday. But he didn't. That's why he was a bit knackered with it. Same with young Brown. How old is that Brown? Is he 16?
19.
19, is he?
Yeah.
I think he's from Leeds, by the way. I think he started at Leeds or Huddersfield or somewhere.
I'm not bothered where he comes from, pal.
Yeah. Well, you always covered his whole game. Not one of them had a bad game, did they? Like you say, even I was thinking, like, when that young Weaver started, he'd be okay because he's very vocal into himself.
Yeah.
Even as a young kid, you can see him telling others what to do. And I said, the only thing wrong with that setup is I offer being his like mentor. I mean, probably end up other way around because you're going to be telling him what to do. I offer, but
I'm just looking at the numbers now. Dom Iorfa 8, Ariel Jules 1, which is the most out of anyone on the pitch. The only other one come anywhere close is Colby Bishop, who plays up front for Portsmouth. In terms of shots as well, Barry Bannon 4 shots. George Brown got 3 shots off. 2 of those being on target. Bailey Cadamartri had a shot. Shots everywhere. Palmer, Lowe, Ingleson, Valerie, Amas. They're all getting involved. And
that won't be Low. I mean, if he entered won that game, he had to be straight on his case being that Jamal Lowe because he's one greedy get him.
Nah, he should have slid Cadamartri in, shouldn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was square it to him, and it was like, if the latch that in there, no problem. He's 2-footed Cadamartri. I felt sorry for him.
I think other ones as well.
He can't sit out to him, but he's just like that. Low, he's selfish.
Yeah, I mean, some other numbers for you, Ted, as well. Dom Iorfa clearances 13, Ernie Weaver 13 clearances as well, 2 block shots. Yeah. Max Lowe 6 block shots, Barry Bannon 4, Dom Iorfa 1, Harry Amas got blocked a shot as well. So some really big numbers and just they put the neck on the line and they just did.
Harry Amas, by the way, he's some player, for a young kid. Brilliant passing, isn't it? Long, short range passing. It's brilliant.
Yeah, some of those passes down the line, they were looking for George Brown a few times, weren't he? Where he just clipped it down the line and stuff.
It's so quick, like when he gets beat with ball, like he's onto him before they do any damage and knocks ball out. I thought brilliant.
Yeah, really.
Valerie, I thought probably man at match. Valerie, even keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, they've all had a good shift. They've all put a good shift in. Ted, I didn't expect us to come away with a 2-0 win. Obviously, you hope it's going to be a 2-0 win, and you want that to happen.
It's a good ground for us, though, isn't it? It's a good ground for us, Pompey.
Look, I
thought like, we might get a draw a bit to look, but
Ted,
I've been can't fault me. First minute, Engleson with that flat diving header.
Yeah, it was fairly early on. Yeah, I mean, Ted, I've been doing a watch along, and I said before the game started, I said that Fratton Park is a happy hunting ground. I did say I'm not sure if that record is going to be still standing come the final whistle. Well, it is, and that's now 6 visits to Fratton Park without defeat, unbeaten in the last six times.
And we've
down
got
there.
QPR up next.
We have got
QPR next, and we've got a good record against them, haven't we?
Yeah, we can't get ahead of ourselves though, Ted. It's still going to be a tough season. We've only won one game.
We're not going to make playoffs, obviously. We're not going to make playoffs.
Look, I think top 2 is a stretch, but aim high and all that. You know what I mean.
Well, let somebody else have a go there, James.
No problems, Ted. Thank you very much for coming on. Do really appreciate it.
Pal.
If anyone else wants to do exactly what Paul's been doing, Big Arty Show, Ted, press that request to talk button on the bottom left, and I'll bring you up and we can have a chat. I might stay for another 10 minutes or so if there is any more people that do want to come up. James Revel says Brown now worth $2.5 million. Man City will come knocking. Lol. He also says I had faith in Horvath. I told you on here of his value and rating. Wilder effect not worked. Ha ha ha. Gary's eating a bit of humble pie. He says glad I was wrong regarding the score prediction. Well done, lads. Mind the gap. Oh me ribs. Yeah, it's always makes that win even better. They were bigging it all up. I can't wait to speak to Jimmy who does the same thing as myself, but obviously for them down the road. You might see me over on his channel a few times. I've not messaged him yet. I'll leave him stew for a little bit longer, but I'm going to have to say something at some point because it is absolutely brilliant. He's absolutely top tier. That that we are in a mess. There's no denying it. Off the pitch, we are in an absolute mess. But to see that they're, to see them being where they are is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to see, you know what? I'm going to see if I can ring. I'm going to see if I can ring Matt. And I'm going to see if I can get him on whilst we're on here to see what he thought of that game. I'm about to say he could be a bit intoxicated, but I think he's been driving, so he's not going to be too bad. Let me just connect it to here, so you'll be able to all hear him as well. Let me see if I can do that. Let me get it connected, and then we'll see if he answers or not. If he's got any signal. Right, where are we? Connect to this. Doing it live on the show. This is just absolute peak broadcasting. Let me see if I can find him. Why is that not working? Where are we? Let me read some more comments out whilst I'm doing. James said, all the moaning minis start before ball's being kicked. How's the humble pie taste, you detractors? Also says, Iofa and Weaver could work to be a good partnership. Iofa taking the aerial duels and Weaver organising and picking up, being more disciplined, and Brown and Cads is the way forward. Yeah, what do you make to that as a bit of a strike partnership? Bailey Cadamartri and George Brown. I'm all for it, me, at the end of the day. Let me see if I can get this connected. Why does nothing work when you want it to? It's here we go. Right, it's working. Let's see. I'll do it. I'll do it live as well. We'll do the call live. Let me bring the make sure the volume's up. Here we go. Right, let's give him a ring. Let's see if he picks his phone up first and foremost. Let's where are we? Matt Johnson. It's ringing. Let's see what Matt.
Here he is.
How's it going, Matt? How's things? You are live, Matt. Do not swear. You're on Channel 4. Not quite.
I had assumed when I could see it. Let's see what he's thinking. Let's have a crack. How are you, mate? You all right? Yeah, I had assumed I was on live.
Mate, what a win, pal. Absolutely fantastic, weren't it?
Do you know what, mate? It was really interesting at the end of the game because it was, again, you'll see and hear kind of from the clips and the episodes and bits and pieces, it was actually really quite emotional in the away end. Like, there was a lot of people who were, it wasn't just like kind of joy that you would normally see at the end of an away match. It was like elation, relief, like people hugging one another, jumping all over the place. It was really, really bizarre. I mean, Dad's in the car with me when we were saying, like, it's one of those situations where Portsmouth, actually, I don't think we're a bad side today. It seemed that sun was shining on us today, and we could have done absolutely anything. And the performance was just exceptional. Here's a question for you, James. Who's your man of the match today?
Mate, I got asked that earlier. It's easy to give it George Brown because of his goal, but I thought Barry Bannon had a good performance. I think a lot of people have said Jan Valery as well. Yeah, I would agree. I thought Jan Valery was exceptional. I thought Harry Amass was brilliant today. All of the stuff that we were saying last week of, he's great going forward, but didn't look too clever defensively. He was exceptional today. Ernie Weaver as well at the back, and giving him plenty of sticks, so you might as well give him some praise as well. Ethan Horvath keeps us in that today. Makes 3 or 4 outrageous saves. So, everything that just... Go on, mate. Go on. Yeah, it was exactly that as well. I think the other thing we've just been saying, Matt, is that I don't think one player had a bad game, really, when you look at it. That's it. And there's some of the blocks as well. I was just reading some of the stats out earlier. And, Barry Bannon 4 blocks. I think Max Lowe 7. Block shots, that is, and that's something that we've not really seen at all this season. So no, it was brilliant. And just a quick word on Barry Bannon's free kick.
It was really interesting because obviously he put it down, and the family who I was stood next to, we were just going, "Oh well, this ain't going in, is it? We never score from free kicks. We never score from free kicks." And then whips it, reverses it past the keeper into the top corner. I didn't know what to do with myself. Is the honest answer, Jack. I couldn't believe we scored, let alone a free kick.
Oh mate, fantastic. Right, Matt, I'll let you get off, pal. I'll be speaking to you tomorrow, no doubt. Safe journey back to the West Midlands, of course.
Sam, mate, thank you very much. Enjoy your evenings, everybody. Let's have a Sheffield double and celebrate. Come on.
Go on, son. Yes. Cheers, Matt. See you later, pal. That was Matt, of course. I am going to wrap things up. Massive thanks to everyone that's joined me this afternoon, should I say. I will be doing more of these. Obviously, I won't be doing one next week because I will be down at Hillsborough, but I will be doing more of this sort of stuff for all the other games as well. So, and make sure you join us. Make sure you get involved. I hope everyone's enjoyed listening as well and getting involved in the chat. It's great to do this sort of thing. I mean, look, it's much better when there's a win, but no, great to spend it with all you guys and stuff. And like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. Lewis says, mind the gap. Definitely. I'm going to finish on that as well. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same place, YouTube. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe now. Myself and Matt will be talking about everything that's happened this weekend. We'll also be talking about everything else that's happened in the past week. We'll also have extra time, but you can go to X, click on the links. You can find everything on there. I'm going to go and I might even crack open one of them Budweisers, I think, and have a beer. But no, thank you very much, everyone.